Basta.
Okay.
Consultation. Call 800-249-2755. 800-249-2755. 800-249-2755.
Enter Frederick Douglass Circle and take the second exit onto Central Park North.
Always treat your car like it's your own. With over 50 years of experience, Melania will diagnose and fix any issue with precision and care. Using the best state-of-the-art equipment. You can always depend on Melania to do the job right and get you back on the road in no time. Save time and schedule an appointment now. Visit MelaniaTrump.com today. Trust your team with Melania. Doing car care right.
Exit the roundabout onto Central Park North. Continue for a half mile.
I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that flyer I used to have. I'll feel the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone. And then with the reg, that's why I take Nugenix Total T2. That's the testosterone booster, right? Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus. Are they still giving out complimentary bottles? Yep, just in the text. Text EDGE to 321321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text EDGE to 321321. That's EDGE to 321321. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Are you prepared for the next emergency? Hi, this is Jessica with C. Crane. It is important to prepare ahead of time before the power goes out with a radio that works without electricity. In our fast-paced world, staying informed is essential. Whether you're facing an unforeseen natural disaster or simply desire a reliable, high-quality radio, the CC Radio Solar with Bluetooth
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Duke Ellington Circle.
And wind-up, fold-out crank. This radio can keep going long after power is gone. You'll always be informed of the latest conditions with the NOAA weather band and weather alert. With its superior reception and voice-focused audio, you can enjoy your favorite radio shows or easily connect via Bluetooth to listen to your favorite podcasts or music. You can get the CC Radio Solar by calling C. Crane at 800-522-8863 or by visiting us online at ccrane.com. Once again, that's CCRANE.com.
Vehicle breakdowns are costly. If your check engine light comes on tomorrow, the repair could easily cost thousands. It was like almost a $6,000 job. But with Endurance, you could never pay a second for a costly repair.
Drive southeast on West 110th Street.
In the building. Rare in the building.
Turn right onto Duke Ellington Circle.
Shirley and Anthony in the building.
You or Endurance.
Call right now to get $300 off any plan.
The Clay Travis and Buck Sexton Show continues on 710 WOR.
The minoxidil sulfate is inactive and needs a specific enzyme called sulfotransferase
Like
to convert it
chef
into
for
soluble ones. And up to 70% of menopause women don't have
Turn right onto Duke Ellington Circle.
because
Then
menopause
turn
makes your
right.
scalp age 10 times faster than your face. So you can have a natural scalp when you're only 50, and aging scalps lose the ability to produce this critical
Turn
enzyme.
right
And
onto
setting
Fifth Avenue.
this seems to prove genetic control over hair loss. Menopausal women were losing up to 50% of the hair before they
In a quarter mile,
but there was
turn
something
left
wrong
onto
with it.
East
Something so
106th
wrong,
Street.
you couldn't see it.
With and plastic and stuff and this and that. I mean, Barbie has a hotel, Barbie has a private jet, Barbie has a dollhouse, Barbie has a playhouse, Barbie has Ken, Ken has Barbie, all this crap. And it's all from China. And it's all unnecessary, I mean, kids get bored of stuff real quick. I saw this Amish kid once. Guess what his toy was? A wooden duck. That's all he had. It was actually kind of pathetic when you think about it. But he thought it was the best thing in the world. And he played with it like just this wooden duck. Fascinated the kid for like 2 years. We need a bit more stimulation than that. But then again, we don't need all this cheap crap from China. Let's go back to
Drive southwest on Fifth Avenue. Then turn left onto East. Turn left onto East 106th Street.
Likely disfigured. He put out a statement yesterday, a weak one, actually, but there was no voice, there was no video.
Continue for a half
It
mile.
was a business statement. He called for unity. capabilities of their...
They know.
They can barely communicate, let alone coordinate. They're confused, and we know it. Our response, we will keep pressing, we will keep pushing, keep advancing, no quarter, no mercy for our enemies. Yet some in this crew, in the press, just can't stop. Allow me to make a few suggestions. People look up at the TV and they see banners, they see headlines. I used to be in that business, and I know that everything is written intentionally. For example, a banner or a headline, Mideast war intensifies, splashing on the screen the last couple of days, alongside visuals of civilian or energy targets that Iran has hit, because that's what they do. What should the banner read instead? About Iran increasingly desperate. Because they are. They know it, and so do you, if it can be admitted. Or more fake news from CNN. Reports that the Trump administration underestimated the Iran war's impact on the Strait of Hormuz. Patently
All right, first I'll do a safe
ridiculous,
start.
of course.
See that
For
my
decades,
ABS and
Iran-
DEF light comes. Next, I will start the engine. All right, I'm going to build pressure up to governor cutout, which will be between 120 and 140 psi. Give it a little gas.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto 2nd Avenue.
At around 130 psi. Next, I will turn off the engine, put it in the on position. I'll hold down my brake and release the brake valves. I'm going to wait for the gauges to stabilize. Once they do, I will start a timer for 1 minute and make sure that I do not lose more than 4 psi in that 1 minute. Starting now. All right, 1 minute has passed. I did not lose more than 4 pounds of pressure. Next, I will fan my brake until I see my emergency light or buzzer turn on. That should happen at 55 psi or above. All right, you can see at 55 psi, my emergency light did come on. Now I'm going to fan my brakes further, and between 20 and 45 psi, both of my emergency valves should pop out. All right, at around 24 psi, both of my valves did pop out. They are working properly. And next, you just start the engine and build that pressure back up to governor cutout. And that's the end of the air brake test. All right, first I'll do a safe start and see that my ABS and DEF light.
So the whole formula for the whole air brake test is called GALE plus PS equals air brake test. G stands for governor cutoff, A stands for air leak, L stands for low warning indicator, E stands for emergency pop out, P stands for the parking brake, and S stands for the service brake explanation only. And this equals the air brake test. Thank you. So the whole formula for the whole air brake test is called GALE plus PS equals air.
I'm gonna say this once. Start trading. $20, 28-day challenge. 5 months.
Sit down, boy. Piano isn't for people like you.
I just want to try, sir.
Try? You think Chopin was written for thieves from the projects?
I didn't steal anything, sir. Get up there then. Show everyone exactly what you are. Yes, sir. Preston walked to the stage. Shoes held together with tape. Blazer 2 sizes too big. 300 students stared. 200 parents waited. Whitmore smiled. A smile full of contempt. Preston sat at the old upright piano, placed his hands on the keys. One note, soft, uncertain. Someone laughed, then another. A boy in the second row whispered something ugly. The laughter spread. Whitmore crossed his arms. This was exactly it. A lesson, a spectacle, proof that some children belonged in certain places and not others. Then Preston closed his eyes, and the room changed. Chopin's Ballade No. 1 in G minor poured from his fingers like water breaking through stone. One of the hardest pieces ever written, learned from borrowed library dictionary sheets. Practiced every morning at 5:30 on a broken Casio with 3 missing keys. The laughter stopped. The whispers died. Every phone went dark. Teachers stepped forward without realizing it. Parents gripped each other's arms. The superintendent removed her glasses and didn't bother hiding the tears. Preston didn't play notes. He played everything. Every skipped meal his grandmother pretended not to notice. Every time Whitmore called him a future statistic. Every door slammed before he could knock. When the final chord faded, 500 people forgot how to breathe. Then one woman stood, back corner of the bleachers, blue church dress, hand pressed over her heart. The room exploded. The superintendent walked straight past Whitmore, straight to the boy at the piano. I've heard that piece performed at Carnegie Hall by professionals with 30 years of training. She paused. You just played better than all of them. Preston stood, straightened his...
Okay, coming out now.
Walked off the stage alone. No one watched him go. But what happened next, what Preston said to the superintendent in that empty... classroom after everyone left, that's the part nobody talks about. And that's exactly what we're covering next.
Sit down, boy. Piano isn't for...
How you doing? Going to 850 Columbus.
Drive northwest on East 99th Street. Then turn left onto Lexington Avenue.
Okay. Let's go.
Alright. Pick it up there, Raisin. Day of Operation Epic Fury, and we continue to make progress towards our military objectives. As the Secretary said, today will be our heaviest day of kinetic fires across the operating area. CENTCOM continues to attack ballistic missile and drone capabilities so that they are no longer a threat to U.S. forces, our bases, or our partners. They're continuing to destroy the Iranian Navy.
Stop! I just found out the laundry goes up. You know, the laundry. There was a problem with the laundry. So it wasn't up.
He said the nurse is gonna call.
I hope they're not screwing us around, jerking us around. The laundry. The laundry. Well, anything you do in the military is big. You know what I mean? It's all industrial sized, right? Everything is big. Big. Got 5,000 guys in there. The laundry is like, you know, huge. And keep it up.
Freedom of navigation, and this means going after Iran's mine laying capability and destroying their ability to attack commercial vessels. And we're targeting their defense industrial base where they
Avenue.
America's interests or partners in the future up overhead of Iran. CENTCOM is now persistently over the enemy, and as a result, we've seen a reduction in missile and one-way attack fires, as the Secretary said. In less than 2 weeks, we've rendered the Iranian Navy combat ineffective and continue to attack naval vessels, including all of their Soleimani-class warships, which were armed. But I want to make something clear. The only thing preventing commercial traffic and flow through the Straits right now, which there is some through the Straits, is Iran. They are the belligerents here holding the Straits closed, although there is some traffic moving through there. We've made it a priority to target Iran's mine-laying enterprise.
In 500 feet, turn right onto East 97th Street.
The missiles that could influence the Straits, and CENTCOM continues to attack those efforts. And we continue to make progress on the industrial base to include factories, weapons warehouses that are stored in, and we will continue to do so in the coming days.
All right, man. I'm a little bit suspicious, all right? I'm just a little bit suspicious right now, and I got to revisit a couple of things. 3 airplanes were shot down in a friendly fire incident, right? 3 F-15s shot down in a row. The more I think about it, the weirder it gets, okay? Just be straight with us. Now, sometimes in warfare you can't, all right? There's got to be, sometimes in warfare you have to, what's the word? Lie a little bit. You do. You lie. You can't let the enemy know everything. You can't necessarily let you should let your people know everything. Look, there is such a thing as information operations, necessary sometimes.
Turn right onto East 97th Street.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Hello, I'm Mary Moore, the director of Philanthropic America. We're non-political and totally
Continue for 1 mile.
all she's doing is 11 o'clock. She like my grandbaby. My grandbaby was like, oh, like 11:30. My grandbaby was
I think there's some problem there. Maybe I go around. Because everybody's backing up. Yeah, I'm gonna go around the block. 'Cause it looks like it's stuck over there.
It's not like do this. It's just summarizing events, and then the outcome, that kind of thing. It doesn't necessarily mean, that it's saying that those things are good. It's actually not that.
Drive southwest on Park Avenue. Then, in 400 feet, turn right onto East 95th Street. Drive northwest on East 96th Street. Then turn right onto Madison Avenue. Then turn left.
If I said the wrong thing to Muhammad, I thought he would probably kill me. If I said the wrong thing to Jesus, he would give me a hug. That's the best way I can sum it up. And I read through a lot of it. So I had some good things in there as well. I'm not saying it's all bad. It has some beautiful things in there as well, but there's a lot of violence in there.
All right, I'm going to check it out. I mean, there's a lot of, I want to know more. I want to know. Islamic-inspired terrorism, ISIS stuff is everywhere. We know it, and it's a huge problem, and it's got to be confronted. Thank you. Experts say this flu season is the worst we've seen in years. Either way, you don't have the stories. Every year, someone in my family gets sick, and everyone gets sick. And just shit out of stuff waiting in a crowded person. Ordered a medical emergency kit. It's been a lifesaver. My kit is stocked with essential prescription medication, antibiotics, like a generic Z-Pack to help you recover faster, amoxicillin for pneumonia, strep throat, ear infections, prescriptions for nausea, UTIs, and they have ivermectin in there. It's simple, match your symptoms in a guidebook, or call the telemedicine doctor standing by. Start treatment early, feel better faster, no waiting rooms, no pharmacy lines. I love my medical emergency kit. You should get one too. I got you $45 off when you use my code Greg. Just go to urgentcarekit.com/Greg. That's urgentcarekit.com/Greg. Promo code Greg. That guy reminds me of James Profanity too. I remember anytime that there was a mass shooting and there happened to be a white shooter, right? They talk about toxic masculinity. They talk about whiteness being the problem, right?
Turn left onto East 97th Street.
Courage, and it happened all over the place. And people like Joe Biden would say it. And now people have similar questions about Islam, the Muslim, and that, don't do it, don't do it. Well, you know what? Everybody needs to get real.
The Greg Kelly Show.
Okay, James Clement joins us with his news.
All right, Greg, so here on Friday the 13th, you're not into any of that superstitious stuff, right?
Be a little extra careful today.
We're serious?
Avoid black.
so you travel.
No, I don't believe in any of that. I wouldn't about that. Oh, actually, you know what? I take it back. Yes, good stuff. But frankly, the devil is real, and you got to avoid it. Let's talk about earning asses.
All right, great.
It was
really great, that he was here, that he was here at this radio station. Gotta tell you, I was thinking about it. I even said it the last time I saw him, it wasn't that long ago. But I will tell you, man, it's just a great life, and
Continue for a half mile.
he's with God now. I totally believe it. And he knows everything. He's smarter than the smartest man I've ever lived. How about that? He's smarter than anybody who's ever lived right now. He knows everything. Everything there is to know.
Yeah, he's just a really nice guy, great guy to talk to, obviously a great storyteller, and somebody that we're going to miss for sure.
Yeah, I'm the same outfit every day. How about that?
We actually, I finally came before him, and yeah, I only we bonded over certain things. We had a mutual disdain for certain things
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Central Park West.
Slow down, camera ahead. Slow down, camera ahead.
Turn right onto Central Park West.
Who the hell is that? That's the guy in southern Arizona who's been leading the investigation into Nancy Guthrie disappearance. Oh, that clown. Yeah. So he gave a new update and said that whoever is responsible could strike him.
Continue for a half mile.
They don't know why Nancy Guthrie was targeted. This guy doesn't make any evidence to go. So don't think you're safe just because it happened to Nancy Guthrie. Thank you.
Drive in a quarter mile. Turn left onto West 105th Street. Turn left onto West 105th Street.
It's rare for one of those planes to go down. It's a refueling KC-135. I've gotten gas from one of those things myself. I refuel the plane. It's very interesting. Okay, we're up to 7, by the way. 7 Dragon actually altogether in this thing. Okay. Wait, no, actually, no. It's 10. 3 were on the plane. 4, 6, what? 6. I think we're upwards close to like 1,013 or 14. Yeah, well, bad things happen in war. We want to minimize it. I agree with you. Yeah, and this is all minimize the war. You know what I mean? I want to achieve our objectives and then get the hell out.
Yeah. Matthew Wiz Buckley is a retired Top Gun Navy fighter, and he told the New York Post it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
In 900 feet, turn left onto Columbus Avenue.
It's funny, these Islamic radical terrorism, okay? It's Islamic radical terrorism.
It's gonna be on the right side.
Drop-off is on the right.
You're welcome.
Hey, let me know when JD Vance comes out, okay? I want to hear a little bit of him. All right? Okay. Yeah, JD Vance, the Vice President of the United States, all of 40 years old, and he's already the Vice President. Only been in politics for 3 years. Very, very bright guy. I asked somebody, how did he get so bright? I mean, you know, naturally intelligent, yes, but how does he become the Vice President? Well, he was basically he was very much part of what they call the conversation, right? The conversation involved every step of the way. So let me know. What we're going to do is go back to it. Okay, yeah, actually, here's Vance right now, and I want to go to it early. He's going to be doing some pleasantries and jokes and that kind of thing. We might hear about Iran, and that's what I'm really most interested in right now. But go ahead.
Very special place in my heart because I grew up in a poor family. I was raised by my grandmother, and then when I graduated from high school back in 2003, I enlisted in the United States Marine Corps, and I really spent the first 4 years of my adulthood not too far from here in the eastern part of our state, becoming a young Marine and frankly becoming a young man. And I'll never forget one of the first major purchases I ever made in my entire life was when I wanted to buy, for the first time, I wanted to buy my own car as a young Marine. I was probably 19 years old. And I go to one of these off-base used car dealerships, and I find a Honda Civic. It's practical, it's cheap, it does everything I need it to do. And I'm going to get the dealer's low interest rate financing of 21%. And by the grace of God, I had a great United States Marine Corps gunnery sergeant, Gunny Arledge. I went back and I said, Gunny, I got a great news for you. He said, what? Well, I'm going to buy my first congratulations, Marine. That's a big step. I said, 21%. And he nearly slapped me upside the head. And he said, stop being an idiot. And he didn't say that. He used more colorful language. But I said, we have a couple of young people out there. He said, go to the Navy Federal Credit Union. And I got an 8% interest rate and bought my car without breaking the bank. So that was one of many lessons the state of North Carolina taught me. But what we're trying to do, I talk about the difference between a 21% interest rate that the used car dealer offered me and the 8% interest rate that I got offered at a credit union. And that's pretty much the difference between the Joe Biden and Donald Trump economic plan for the United States of America. Because in just a very brief time, we've seen new home purchases rise to their highest level in 5 years since the last time Donald Trump was president. We've seen the cost of rents drop.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be talking about the war. We'll see. Keep it up.
Central North Carolina, about $3,700 per family. And we see interest rates that are the lowest they've been since the last time that Donald J. Trump was president. My friends, the president is impatient. He's the most impatient person I have ever met, in fact. He constantly is pressing on the gas. He wants us to do more, but I stand here proud to say that after the first year of President Donald Trump and congressional Republican leadership, we are rebuilding the American dream and we are taking back this state. But I actually want to take a little bit of that piece of legislation, the Working Families Tax Cuts, has the biggest tax cut for Social Security benefits that we in the United States of America.
All right, fantastic. Fantastic. I'm sorry to let these economics be. We get a brief it's important. And before we do that, I just want to, well, our military is fantastic. Our resolve is strong. We got the best equipment. We got the best people. We're going to win this one. Now, one thing, going forward, it is possible to overestimate the skill of our own military. I mean, we got great skill. We have great equipment. But that isn't always what wins the war, right? Afghanistan. We need better stuff, yes. Are our people better than their people? Yes. But somehow they held on, and 20 years later, they're still one in that country. We foolishly came up with the goal of turning Afghanistan into who the hell knows what, some sort of, country like Canada. We can't do it. They're not capable of doing it. They're in love with their warfare. We just should have gone in there and bombed the terrorists and killed them and gotten the hell out. We could have been done in 8 months, not 20 years. Total scamming of our equipment and our personnel, right? Yeah, superior, but then what? Vietnam. It was a draw, basically. A tie. We had better stuff with those guys. I mean, quite frankly, some of their military, they had savages, quite frankly. They were just so terrible. But that's not always what it is. The superior mechanisms with the sophisticated technology. And President Trump, he loves this stuff. I know he does. He believes in it. So do I. Listen to this. Cut 4, please. Cut 4.
But the United States proved once again that we have the most powerful, most lethal, most sophisticated, and most fearsome. It's a fearsome military on planet Earth. Better than any military in the world by far. We have the greatest military anywhere in the world. We make the greatest military equipment anywhere in the world.
We do. But that doesn't mean we automatically win because we have all that great stuff. But I do think there's a real disconnect between what's really happening and what's being reported. President Trump also on the status of what the hell's going on in this war. Cut 8, please. Cut 8.
The situation with Iran is moving along very...
Let me check who's called me, then I'll be back. Need to check, see who called me.
Well, that's true. Some people like the Wall Street Journal. With the boss, and they want things to go their way, and if it's not going their way, they want to crap all over, what's happening, right? Because they should have gone our way, they should have taken our... The classic Washington, D.C. memoir is that only they listen to me. Only they listen to me. Pentagon is moving additional Marines, warships to the Middle East. President Trump said Iranians aren't likely to rise up.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Yes, Abner Halia, missed call.
Thanks. Please stay on the line.
Hello, Tom speaking.
Yeah, a missed call from your, somebody tried to call me now?
Yeah, I got your leaflet about the housekeeping.
Oh, yes. So, you received a postcard and you're interesting, somebody come over and take a look. Yeah, how can I help you?
Yeah, what?
Yes. Where are you located? Upper East Side. Okay. So what do you need? Full service. Yes. Like somebody stayed there all the time and take care of the house. It's a townhouse. Oh, okay. What is the address? Oh, we're offering stay in, receive packages, watch the house that no, bad guys come in, squatter, and cleaning and laundry and anything you basically need maintain the house. That's that's also good. That's also option. Yes. How much you offering? We always like to hear how much you're offering. That's gonna be depend. Usually it's gonna be like depend with 2 hours. If you need just 2 hours a week, that's what you need. That's gonna be like and what you need to be done. Oh, okay. So that's gonna be about 200. Yeah. Okay, but usually we could be also negotiate, talk with my cleaning lady and work out something for you, okay? What do you want, a day, Saturday or Sunday? Monday, like noon time? Okay. Okay, if you can make it Saturday or Sunday, it'd be even better because she's more available on those days. Okay, you're welcome. Bye.
It's all talking, right?
No, sir. You got to watch the movie. It's unbelievable. Matter of fact, Daryl Hannah was in it. What's his name? Oh my God.
Oh, him. He's good.
Yeah. His father. Her father. Not Daryl Hannah. Oh gosh.
All right.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Pope at Greenwich Village. I'll see if I can get around to it. Probably not.
Billy, thank you for interviewing your daughters online. That's Radio Gold. Have a great day.
Thank you, sir. Very, very much. Yeah, I know those girls, huh? They are very popular. We're going to start an Instagram page for them, huh? They're so awesome. Russ, Russ and his attitude. What does he have to say? Nasty Russ. Yeah, hi.
Come on, Greg. I figure Marco's in caller jail, so I get early release, right? I want to ask you about your wartime experience because I think it's very valuable. and what unconditional surrender means, because my understanding is that in wartime, an occupation army follows unconditional surrender, and that results in the mass rapes of wives and daughters in the occupied country. And, you know, that's why October 7th, you know...
All right, settle down. Right. So, all right, be quiet, Russ. He goes from, constituent calls for unconditional surrender. And you say unconditional surrender means we want to rape them. Is that that's what you just said, Russ?
I said in wartime, World War II.
Yeah, well,
World War II.
Unconditional surrender of the Japanese. Did American soldiers go around raping the Japanese like crazy?
I know you don't like to think of it, but it happened.
It happened. Just like there's a rape probably that happened in Brooklyn last night.
Well,
all right, no, sir. The point about unconditional surrender, if you've been listening and watching, the moment he mentioned unconditional surrender, people started debating, how can a surrender be unconditional? Unconditional. People like you, unconditional, that means rape, right? Unconditional. But what they are talking about, right, what becomes a given is not unconditional surrender, but surrender. They're talking about surrender. It's like, we're going to build a wall, and Mexico's going to pay for the wall. And they're like, Mexico's not going to pay for the wall? There's no way Mexico's going to pay for the wall. But what are they not debating anymore? The wall. You get it? It's genius, Russ. Study, listen, and you will learn. Thank you, pal. I'll be right back.
Greg Kelly.
If you're starting this new year wanting more control of your health instead of leaving it to a broken system, then the pharmacy for you is All Family Pharmacy. You see, they help people get access to essential medications, including some that the big chain pharmacies make it hard to get or refuse to even carry. That's why so many families rely on them. When everyone around you is getting sick and you want to prepare, you need All Family Pharmacy. You're tired of dealing with insurance and want affordable medications, you need All Family Pharmacy. And when your doctors refuse to prescribe ivermectin and treat you like you're out of line for asking intelligent questions, you need All Family Pharmacy. See, the process is quite simple. You order online, a licensed doctor reviews it, and your medications shipped to your door. They carry antibiotics, Tamiflu, ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, benzosol, and all of your everyday necessary medications and more. So if you haven't already, switch to a pharmacy you can rely on. You can do so by going to allfamilypharmacy.com/stone, and please use STONE10 as your code to save 10% on your next purchase.
In this 25th anniversary year of September 11th, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation continues to honor America's heroes. Heroes like Fire Captain Andrew Donner, who was inspired by 9/11 to serve his community. After years of service, he lost his life to occupational lung cancer, leaving behind his wife Jessica and their son. Tunnel to Towers honored Captain Donner by paying off the family's mortgage in honor of his sacrifices. Donate $11 monthly and amplify your impact with a car or land donation. Go to T2T.org today.
This is the Worldwide News Network Extra. Big tech companies coming together and promising they will provide their own electricity for artificial intelligence data centers. Amazon, Google, Meta, Microsoft, xAI, Oracle, and OpenAI met with President Trump at the White House and signed a pledge in an effort to ease concerns over the effect of massive power consumption on the electricity bills of regular customers. For the Worldwide News Network, I'm James Fulton. 77 WABC News starts now. From the 77 WABC Newsroom on the east side of Manhattan, I'm James Flippin. New York City is launching a major pothole blitz this Saturday following the record snowfall and the frigid temperatures we all experienced this winter. Mayor Zohran Mamdani says more than 80 New York City DOT workers are taking one full day to fill thousands of potholes across the 5 boroughs. And the DOT says it has repaired more than 50,000 potholes since the beginning of the year, with more than 10,000 filled in over the last week alone. Potholes typically start busting tires or rims around springtime across the Big Apple due to high moisture, winter weather conditions, and the cycle of freezing and thawing back and forth, wreaking havoc on the asphalt. Increasing cloud cover, a high near 47 today. The Greg Kelly Show continues. I'm James Flippin.
It's Ocean Drive in Coney Island.
Ocean Drive is the only luxury rentals in New York with a spectacular
to Ocean View. You wake up in the morning and breathe that ocean air. I'll certify that you're going to live 10 years longer. When I became successful, I want to live on the ocean. If you have worked hard, you deserve an apartment on Ocean Drive too. Go to oceandrivenyc.com and reward yourself.
If you're a policeman, fireman, doctor, nurse, or teacher, you qualify for a limited time offer at oceandrivenyc.com. Terms and conditions apply.
You know what the scariest sound to hear on a factory floor is? Silence. That means something somewhere broke. Production has stopped, and now you're paying your workers to wait while the team troubleshoots and tries to fix the problem. Finally, there's a proactive way to reduce equipment downtime, thanks to MaintainX. MaintainX is the asset management system that brings your maintenance downtime to zero. MaintainX lets you build preventative maintenance schedules, manage work orders in real time, and access the data you need to make better decisions. Downtime equals death in the production world, so make unplanned downtime a thing of the past. Try MaintainX for free. Control the daily operations of your business and transform your maintenance program by going to maintainx.com. That's maintain in the letter X.com.
On weekends, music is our message on Music Radio 77 WABC. The best music. Tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Yes. Because that one is colorful.
It is colorful. What colors?
Orange, blue, purple, blue, green, black.
Is there yellow in there? What? Yellow? That's me. That's amazing. You know, you're such a legend for these kids. You can do no wrong. Even when you do wrong. Just amazing. You notice my wife in the background? Okay, now. She's always saying, you know, enough fun. We got to go there. We got to go here. Or someone's got to get dressed. Anyway, thank God for her. We never get anything done without the wife. You know, I'm the boss, don't get me wrong. One, I do. Two, I'm the boss. I delegate a lot of things to her, all right? Sometimes I have to reassert my domestic authority because I'm like the chairman, she's like the CEO. But I have total and complete voting power, control, majority, all right? All right? All right. Don't tell my wife that, though.
Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org. Did you know you can donate real estate too? Listen to this podcast now on the Red Apple Podcast Network. The Miller Report with Suzanne Miller.
Alan Dershowitz, to State of the Union, Alan, what did you think? Where do you think Donald Trump was his strongest?
I think he's strongest where he didn't say very much on the State of the Union. He's strongest on Iran, where he has obviously frightened and justifiably the Iranians.
Download all of Red Apple Media's podcasts right now through your favorite podcast platform. 77 WABC News starts now.
From the 77 WABC newsroom on the east side of Manhattan, I'm Liz Ranavali. I ask you to reconsider your request. A man in New Jersey is facing a hefty bill after being saved from a burning car. The incident happened just over a year ago in Bridgewater Township. The rescue was caught on body camera, and the town is now charging the driver a $15,000 cleanup fee.
We are unendingly grateful for that. They saved his life that night.
Now there's this to deal with.
Feels like piling on.
While the mother does not deny her son was at fault for the crash with an oil tanker, she doesn't think that it's fair for the town to come collect. While some local Local council members said they will look into the issue. One politician, Councilman Michael Kirsch, said if the expense is not paid out by the driver, the cost is then passed on to taxpayers. Now your forecast, mostly cloudy skies all day with a high of 42. Greg Kelly continues. I'm Liz Radabali.
This is John Katsimatidis. I own a lot of companies, but my favorite, WABC Radio. We have been certified by Nielsen to be the #1 talk station in the country. Advertising? If you advertise with WABC, you will be a winner too. Why don't you email me at cats@wabcradio.com and you advertise with winners. You become a winner. Email me at cats@wabcradio.com.
Hey, it's Joe Biscopo. Join me for Volvo's Sundays with Sinatra. This Sunday night, starting at 6, it's Mr. S, the chairman of the board, Frank Sinatra, taking us through the great American songbook and just swinging, baby. Born on America's darkest day of September 11th, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation has been helping America's heroes ever since. Heroes like United States Army Sergeant Mario Nelson. He served in the National Guard and volunteered at Ground Zero after the 9/11 attacks. Later, Mario enlisted full-time in the Army and was deployed to Iraq. Mario made the ultimate sacrifice when he was killed by a rocket-propelled grenade. In this 25th anniversary year of 9/11, we continue to honor the cost of service and the enduring legacy of freedom. Mario left behind his wife, Mecca, and their daughter, Mia. After his death, Mecca began helping others heal from grief and trauma. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation recognized the sacrifice of this family by providing Mecca and Mia with a mortgage-free home. Help even more families like the Nelsons. Your donation today can make a world of difference in honoring their sacrifice and keeping their memory alive. Donate $11 a month and amplify your impact with a car or land donation. Go to T2T.org.
Bibles for America is offering absolutely free a unique study Bible called the New Testament Recovery Version. The New Testament Recovery Version has over 9,000 footnotes that explain what the Bible says, verse by verse, helping you to know God and the meaning of life. Order your free copy from Bibles for America now. Go to www.freestudybible.com. The recovery version is an accurate translation of scriptures and comes with over 13,000 cross-references, charts, and maps, and outlines of each chapter of the Bible. It truly is a Bible you can understand. Get your free copy of the New Testament Recovery Version from Bibles for America. www.freestudybible.com. It truly is a Bible you can understand. Order your free copy from Bibles for America now. Go to www.freestudybible.com. That's www.freestudybible.com.
The 77 WABC TMT Cash for Gold Shine Time is 2:33.
Gold is over $5,100 an ounce and silver is near an all-time high. Get top dollar for your gold or silver at TMT Cash for Gold on Route 9 South in Old Bridge. Visit tmtcashforgold.com. You're listening to The Greg Kelly Show.
All right, we're back. Can hear.
The American people, I hate to disappoint you, but I'm not going to show up here in front of God and everybody else, tell you exactly what I said in that classified room, partially because I don't want to go to prison, and partially because I think it's important for the President of the United States to be able to talk to his advisors without those advisors running their mouth to the American media.
Fair point.
Thank you all.
He's got it. He's got it. General Blaine Holt retired from the Air Force. He knows strategy. He knows the world. He knows tactics. And he knows business as well. General Holt, welcome back. That made a lot of sense. They want Vice President Vance to spill the beans, what's going on behind the scenes, but they can't do that, obviously, right?
No, we call that a security violation, and they're not about to be handed classified information in a nice little cozy presser where they promise not to tell anybody.
So look, what's your state? What's your sense? How are things going? What are you worried about? What should we be worried about? Give us your overall, lay of the land view of the Iran war.
Yeah, overall, I think everything's going very well. There are some priorities that I know the president is working on. You can tell because those beautiful Marines out of Japan, the 31st MEU, they are now with the Tripoli underway to get to the Straits of Hormuz to force them open. That is the number one priority overseas, in my view, because it's not just about the oil. It's about the precursors to fertilizer. It is planting season in the third world. They have to have that to avoid a famine. And it is about neon and helium, because those are the precursors to electronics, and those supply chains would come to a grinding halt too. China's on the sidelines because they're effectively getting oil out of there. We shouldn't be upset about that. So that's that. Now, the big concern here at home is terror cells. And the guys from the IRGC are not going to wear placards around their necks that say, "Hi, I'm from the IRGC and I'm here to create a terror event." They're going to go hire out those who are inspired to do their acts. They're going to work in the background with the cartels, and we're already starting to see some of that. It's not even really getting reported that well. We saw the synagogue in Michigan, but hardly anybody knows that a refinery was hit in LaPorte, Texas this morning. So about 5-6 events across the nation that I'm tracking on, I'm expecting more. And so we have to keep our head on a swivel.
What do you know? Wait, a refinery was hit in Texas?
Yep, LaPorte, Texas. I'm not sure if it was a drone strike. I just know that they had an event happen inside the refinery, and they had an explosion. I'm not sure of the damage.
Okay, we got to check that out. All right, so look, the MU, the Marine Expeditionary Unit, 5,000 Marines, the Tripoli, all the ships that go with that. How are they going to keep the streets of Hormuz open? First of all, when do they get there?
They'll probably steam about 10 days is what I'm expecting for them to be able to get on station. They're already working their plans and tactics for how to force the straits open. The new element that is in the battle space that we didn't plan for before, even though they were grilling Hegseth about it today, is we're in a drone, robotics, AI-infused battle space, and America is now getting her first taste of this, like Russia and Ukraine have been going at it, and now we've got to adapt ourselves to taking these robots down. Now, we have tools. We've got lasers, we've got electronic warfare, and the best of the best on the 31st MU. They're coming. They've got all their enablers in place there. They don't have a well deck on the Tripoli, so that tells me a lot. The well deck is all of the facilities underneath for a pure aviation battle, and there is aviation on board, but I think it's going to be a command and control ship that really gets after holding the straits and keeping them open and protecting the escorts that are going to take ships through.
Okay. What about these drones? Is there any end in sight with these? Our way.
Well, they're pretty infinite in terms of supply, and you can conceal them very well, because for like a Shahed 136, that big triangle drone, all you need is the little Toyota pickup truck, and you can just drive out in the open and launch it. Now, then we'll come after your pickup truck. But the bigger thing is we're going to have to use microwaves, electronic warfare, space assets, the best of our technologies, without throwing $4 million missiles at $250,000 drones.
Okay. So when do you anticipate this thing being over, and what are the danger points, flash points between now and then?
I'm going to guess we're going to call over probably by early fall to help prevent that. And we're going to have to do that without 130,000 forces on the ground. And so it will take some time. But in terms of getting through the critical phases, I do think 5 to 6 weeks is probably the right number. And right now, we're already seeing Iranian people contacting our intelligence services and pointing out where the regime is hiding. They're actually doing targeting for us on the ground.
Wait, just so I understand. I think you said we'll be done by the fall. But then you're saying is it 5 to 6 weeks or 5?
I would call this thing stabilized completely until the end of the summer is my best guess.
Wow. Okay. That's worrisome. I would like to have this thing done much sooner. I have dinner plans.
we would all like to have that done. I promise your United States military is doing everything they can to get that crap behind them and get their butts home.
What about the KC-135 that went down? What happened there?
That was the last aircraft that flew on active cruise. They were flying in what we call a tanker cell, a 2-ship of tankers, getting ready to take fighter units through them to refuel for the targeting of Iran missions. But it does look like we've had a mid-air collision here in that cell. Flying over Iraq is a very dangerous proposition with sandstorms. You've flown there. You know what that visibility is like on a hot day. And I'm not saying that we're going to find out processes weren't followed or whatever, but what we are going to find out is that when you're extremely fatigued and you're called on to do this duty, Flying a tanker in a two-ship is no easy task, and we on you.
Yeah, and also for those, who don't serve, or even those who do, it's interesting, this is a great big tanker, right? It's not a fighter. It's not, and anybody really in the military, bad things on X, and it made me kind of like, yeah, wait, what the hell did happen with that? Is that really a friendly fire? I mean, that's pretty bizarre. You have any concerns about that? 3 F-15s get shot down by one Kuwaiti jet? I don't know. What's going on there?
You don't want to think the worst of a partner or an ally, but this all warfare comes down to individuals and people with their own motives and motivations. I would love it if we'd have transparency in the investigation, but if it's an intentional hit on our airmen, then we need to address that, and we need to have that out there, because we need to explain to the American people how very dangerous and deadly this is. I had an incident in my own base in Central Asia where a so-called ally from the Middle East acted so horribly. I had Navy SEALs that I had to...
General Holt, we appreciate it. How'd you get so smart? Seriously, what was your major in college?
Well, it was management information systems, but I have to tell you, my choice of undergrad at the University of Georgia, I owe it all to them.
It's a great institution if it's putting out people like you and the B-52s. Don't forget them. Thank you. Blaine Holt.
And REM.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, wow. We love it. Thank you, sir. All the best.
Thanks, brother.
General Blaine Holt, everybody. Okay. I have 63 million books to disadvantaged children. The Toys for Tots literacy program is committed to providing disadvantaged children with direct access to books and educational resources. That seal pups at Año Nuevo State Park, south of San Francisco, tested positive for the virus, and seals die quickly after the onset of symptoms.
We're trying to figure out exactly how that impacts the population, whether this is impact.
That's Roxanne Beltran, a professor at UC Santa Cruz, who's leading the team that's following the seal.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reshaping financial data point, your lifespan.
ABC News starts now.
From the 77 WABC newsroom on the east side of Manhattan, I'm Liz Radabali. Governor Kathy Hochul is proposing changes to auto insurance that she says will help public transit.
So who loses in this? Because the money that we're spending on these payouts...
The transit and bus drivers not being at fault.
Those who are involved in a crash with a public transit vehicle, they can take advantage of existing laws and try to get massive payouts. Just like the bad actors who are exploiting and setting up every day, trying to get massive payouts to drive up insurance rates when they're staging accidents.
Now your forecast today, mostly cloudy all day with a high of 42 degrees. Overnight skies clear, low of 35. Greg Kelly continues. I'm Liz Radabali.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
The views and opinions expressed by the individual hosts and their guests do not necessarily reflect the policies or positions of WABC Radio, its management, or its sponsors.
This is the Greg Kelly Show.
All right, so we just heard from Blaine Holt a possible terror attack in Texas. Did he say LaFort, Texas? Let's just see what the hell is going on down there. And sometimes our friend Blaine Holt finds out things before anybody else. And I'm not seeing anything about Texas right now. Let's see here. Texas, terror. Let's see here. Nothing. Another quick check of X. I don't see anything here either. They're keeping this, we can't have panic in this country, right? We can't have, but you wonder, Texas, we had it at Old Dominion University. You see the poor guy who got shot, the head of the ROTC instructional unit there, Lieutenant Colonel, who may, quite frankly, have been Islamic himself. I'm not sure, but his name was Shah, S-H-A-H, Texas terror, and I am still not seeing anything for any kind of disturbance in Texas. Hold on a second. Let's just see. Double check. Nope. Now, maybe they want to keep it quiet. And maybe, then again, nothing happened. But we got a lot going on here, right? Mass shooting in Texas last week. That was an Islamist terrorist. Islamic terrorists threw 2 deadly bombs at New York City police last week. Islamic terrorists shot multiple people at Old Dominion University yesterday in an Islamic terror attack on Temple, Israel in Michigan yesterday. And with that, actually, we do have some more information on what happened there. And I have a picture of the guy, and it looks to me like this was another case of Islamic, ISIS-related terror. It's kind of in black and white. Give me one moment here. Authorities still processing, but this looks like... All right, we have a photograph of the Michigan terrorist who tried to murder Jewish toddlers. New details are surfacing about this man's ties to Hezbollah. We have his... All I can say is he looks like he probably lived in the Middle East to the U.S. from overseas and claimed he went abroad for a hair transplant. On Thursday, Ghazali rammed his car loaded with mortar shells into Temple, Israel and West Bloomfield, but was stopped when security guards opened fire. No children or staff inside the school were injured, but Ghazali was killed when the vehicle then burst into flames. The Dearborn Heights resident is believed to have first entered the U.S. in 2011 and was granted citizenship by 2016. He then was questioned by authorities in Atlanta in 2019 after coming back from a trip overseas and had been known to travel to Lebanon. He told officials he had gone overseas for a hair transplant. He also had contacts on his phone of known Hezbollah members. The FBI followed up on the situation, but it's unclear what the outcome was. Well, that's the FBI for you. They seem to know everything and do nothing. They always get oh yeah, we knew about that guy, but they just blow it off. All right, we have to go. The week is over. The week is pretty much over. Isn't that nice? What is going on this weekend? Hello, Charles in New Jersey. Yes, sir. Is he there?
Thanks for your service. Yes.
Hey.
Yeah, I want to say it's a pleasure, sir. Thanks for your service. That other character that you were talking to about saying about unconditional surrender means that, like, our military is going to go raping people. Well, I was in Desert Shield, Desert Storm. I was in, we were actually patrolling Straits of Hormuz and everything like that. We were doing maritime interdiction. And that fellow doesn't know nothing or anything, about it, our military, and chances are he wasn't even,
Yeah, don't worry about it. That's Russ. He's always saying fake news.
Abu Dhabi.
Uh-oh, you're breaking up a little bit, pal. You there now? Sorry.
Things to their people,
All right, Charles, you're breaking up a little bit. I appreciate it. Stay in touch. Don't worry about that Russ character. We always got a little issue with him. Michael, hello.
Hello, Greg. Thanks for taking my call. That earlier caller, Tim, was leading into a very, very serious question about the nature of Islamist belief. Is it a religion, or is it a dangerous political system that we have to address at some point?
Yeah, look, I don't know. I don't know the answer. I don't. I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there. Islam is the problem. Muslim is the problem. No, I'm not ready to say that because I just don't know enough. But obviously, Islamic-inspired terrorism, and which is something that Barack Obama would not acknowledge, that is a huge problem. And it's not just lip service to say, well, I know plenty of respectful Muslims. Actually, there are, all right? And there are who have worked over the years closely with the NYPD, great partnerships. They got that cricket league, all kinds of things. It's not, I can go through any religious book and find some stuff that's going to turn somebody off, right? Right. And things can be taken out of context. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that with something I have not read. I haven't read the Quran. Have you, by the way? I'm just curious. Maybe, what?
Yeah, my undergraduate major was ancient and medieval history in the City University, so I did read the Quran. In fact, I took a course on Islamic studies. But the other issue
And what was your takeaway about it? What's the deal?
Well, there were very, very serious questions about many of the beliefs, Quran, as of the infidel, the non-believer. And it was very disturbing, and the professor in the class was a practicing Muslim, and he never wanted to address it, really. He realized it was an embarrassing part of the information.
Well, you know, I want to know more, and that's interesting, and that is interesting. I'd like to know more myself, right? I got to study it. I mean, it does say in the Bible, right, if your eye causes you to commit adultery, right, what do? Gouge out your eyeball. Oh, well, I ain't doing that. Right? I'm not going to do that. What happens when some Muslim guy shows up here and you say, hey, who are you to talk? Your God tells you to gouge out your eyeball if you look at somebody funny.
Greg, I have another question. What would happen if a Jewish group wanted to have a service in City Hall, or a satanic group wanted to have a black mass in City Hall, now that the mayor has had an Islamic service?
I know what you're getting at. It would be a total eruption. Or, quite frankly, if a bunch of Christians wanted to hold mass in the Blue Room, right, which is a...
Correct.
Yeah, I know. Now, however, having said that, you are allowed to practice. The whole idea of separation of church and state, like there can never be any crossover, that's not true either, right? We can't have that either. So there's a little bit of a gray area. But this guy, let's face it, is trying to pick a fight, all right? He's trying to get a reaction. And he has gotten one, all right? It was a misuse of that room. Thank you, pal. Let me try this. Louis, hello.
Greg, hi. I heard a couple of news reports that those fuel tankers don't carry parachutes. What's that all about?
Yeah, I don't think they do. My wife was asking me about this. Number one, I know they don't have ejection seats, right? No ejection seats. So there's that. And then she said, do they have parachutes? I had to think for a second. Maybe they do. They could bail out. I don't know. I should have asked General Holt. Look, you know...
I tried to get through and he was on the air.
Well, when pilots are flying on JetBlue, they don't have parachutes, right? I mean, it would be a very unusual scenario where the plane is going down and your best option is to jump out of the plane, a plane like that. It's just, that's not the kind of mishap it tends to have, right? I mean, it'd have to be a catastrophic, totally catastrophic structural failure for that thing to stop flying, right? And
you would think that any military aircraft would carry emergency parachutes.
Well, it might. You can't fly an airplane like that and wear a parachute. You'd have to put it on, you'd have to get dressed up, and by that time, you're probably already screwed. However, if you're flying a fighter jet, man, you got one strapped to your back. You're sitting on a rocket ship, literally. By the moment you start the engine, you can eject if you want to, and that's quite a ride. I've taken it once. Oh, I'm sorry. There's the music. Anthony, happy birthday. What's your birthday wish there, pal? Real quick.
March 13th, 63.
Oh.
I'm 63 years old.
Oh, happy birthday. Is it March 13th?
Don't forget old-time radio shows.
Yeah. Well, all right. So I'll see you later. And many thanks. Okay, victory.
Madison Avenue.
Now, here's Dominic Carter.
And thank you very much, Greg Kelly. Dominic Carter here with you, the Friday edition. And of course, we're starting out the hour with...
Also, the latest from Operation Epic Fury sadly includes that 6 service members have now been killed. This was in western Iraq, the crash of a refueling vehicle. Not really direct Iran. It was not friendly fire that brought down this craft. They're still investigating what happened there. And also, Dominic, one of the things we've been talking about is whether or not MAGA Republicans support this war with Iran. And former Vice President Mike Pence, he says he's in favor of finishing the job once and for all. The former Vice President says he believes MAGA Republicans are overwhelmingly supportive of President Trump's decision, making those comments on News Nation. Of course, Pence has sort of a love-hate relationship probably with the whole MAGA movement, but he did back the White House's calls for unconditional surrender from Iran.
Well, what it sounds like to me there, James Flippin, is we have Mike Pence trying to get back in the good house after what happened and the somewhat tenuous Republicans. Of course, we support what's going on, but the issue is Trump has been left holding the bag to finish the job for Biden's screw-ups, who should have never been the president of the United States, and as well as Obama. Just look at what happened in Michigan the last 24 hours. Look at what happened in Virginia the last 24 hours. ISIS-related, Trump is left cleaning up their mess.
Yep, and that's after the attack in Austin, just hours after the whole thing had touched off, and also the fact that, you know, outside of Gracie Mansion, we had this bomb that didn't go off that really could have done a ton of damage. So definitely the whole sleeper cell idea is something that we're keeping a close eye on as well here in the newsroom, Dominic. On our airwaves at 77 WABC, Brian Kilmeade interviewed President Trump today, Dom. I know you've interviewed Trump before, done a lot of high-profile interviews. So I wanted to ask how you would have handled this kind of unique and, frankly, a little bit amusing moment. Brian drew attention to Trump having spoken about Carg Island back in 1988. He did an interview with a British TV station and talked about the importance of Carg Island in the Persian Gulf in terms of Iran's oil industry. And I'll play the audio for you here as President Trump wasn't too happy that Brian asked that question.
Let's say I was going to do it, or let's say I wasn't going to do it. What would I say to you? Oh, yes, Brian, I'm thinking about doing it. Let me let you know what time and when it'll take place. It's not, you know, it's sort of a foolish question. A little surprising for you because you're a smart man.
Brian, but you were just pretty amazing that you thought about it in 1988.
Well, I did, but I thought about a lot of other things. You know what else I thought about? A long time before it happened, 1 year before it happened, almost exactly, is Osama bin Laden.
So there you have it. Trump saying that he was prescient when it came to the 9/11 threat, and maybe also with his Carg Island comments that he made. But how would you react, Don, when the interviewer kind of puts you on blast like that? What's a good way to handle it?
Well, Brian Kilmeade is my man. As you know, he's the guy. You have to respect the office of the presidency of the United States. And so I might banter with him a little bit. I might push back just a little bit of the United States. And I would say, well, Mr. President, and I would explain the relevance. But if you can't quickly, in a matter of seconds, explain the relevance of why you're asking that, then guess what? The president is right. Sorry, Brian, it's a question. If you can't explain the relevance for asking it in a matter of seconds, so that the person you're interviewing understands, and the audience that's listening or watching.
That's the way that you keep it back on the train track, if you kind of connect it back to why you're asking.
Now, if I don't like the person that I'm interviewing, and I know that they're full of caca, I would say, it sounds like you don't have an answer and you're ducking the question. But I would never say that to the president of the United States, no matter who the president is.
Right, also a good point, yes. We're going to Utah now with this one, Dominic. The man accused of shooting Charlie Kirk dead is seeking to seal evidence from the public. Defense filings say that 22-year-old Tyler Robinson wants to restrict evidence regarding the unfairly prejudicial and misleading media coverage and the improper statements of government officials. So, since we're talking media, figured I'd mention that story. Robinson is, of course, accused of shooting Kirk to death at a rally in Utah last September.
So let me ask you a question, James Flippin, on this Friday, and the weekend's about to start. You're big and you're bad when you do something despicable, and like shooting someone in the neck like that and killing that man, a father of two, and now you want to run and hide behind the justice system and try and seal evidence or withhold evidence. If you're big and bad, live with what you did. Be bold about it. Why are you running now?
That's true. I mean, it makes all the sense in the world to say that, because this is a guy who clearly was making some sort of a political statement with the violence that he allegedly unleashed. And checking in at the 77 WABC Weather Desk, Dom, today we do have an increasing cloud cover, a high near 47. It's windy.
How you doing?
As high as 28 miles per hour, and there is another chance of rain overnight, gradually becoming more clear. The overnight low near 41, and looking for nice for tomorrow.
Welcome.
Thank you.
What's the name on the account?
Jasmine.
Welcome.
In 850 feet, turn right on West 111th Street.
Getting cold already, huh? It's good you have a jacket. Got so cold.
amazing event. Praying the rugs and all in the historic Blue Room of City Hall, New York City. I don't think you folks understand the relevance of the Blue Room. All mayors over the course of the last 100 years, whenever you see the mayor of New York City on television or listening to the mayor on radio, it's from the Blue Room.
Turn right on St. Nicholas Avenue.
The mayor of New York City do?
In a quarter of a mile, turn right on Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard. Turn right on Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard. In 3/4 of a mile, the drop-off will be on the right.
Here is good?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks God. Good day, good luck, take care.
Thank you.
Tell me why I got invited to an iftar hosted by Mayor Mamdani. At this point, my side quests just keep getting more random. But you bet I dropped everything to head to City Hall where the iftar was taking place. Zohran's team brought together a bunch of creators to join him for iftar. And I am actually a fangirl for him. Like, I can't believe this man is real. I low-key thought he was AI because he's too jolly and charismatic for a New Yorker. This man catered a massive spread of classic South Asian food, and you can tell he loves us. Then dinner turned into intentional conversations about Ramadan and what this month means to us. My favorite part was hearing from creators who don't practice Islam but have secondary knowledge through their friends. It's so beautiful when we share traditions without judgment, because that's what New York is. We are the most diverse place on this world, and I'm so grateful to call this city my home, with a mayor like Mamdani.
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor. You might as well get ready now. You might as well call Corporation Counsel right now. Your team of about 600 lawyers. Some group is going to sue you. Mr. Mayor, you can't mix government and religion like that. You can't have a Ramadan celebration in the Blue Room. The Blue Room. This is where legendary reporters have sat, gay pressmen and on. And you're holding a Ramadan celebration, a praying celebration, and you got the rugs, whatever you want to call it, you got the rugs inches away from your office, and you couldn't have your staff drive you to the nearest temple? That had to be done in the Blue Room at City Hall? I don't think so, Mr. Mayor. Some group is going to sue you in federal court. You can't mix politics like that with religion. 800-848-9222. Let's start with your calls. Al, line 3 in New Jersey. Al, welcome to the Dominic Carter Show. What's on your mind?
Hey, Dominic, how are you? Listen, I listen to you all the time. We blame a lot of people for what happened to Mamdani, the great idiot of New York, but we blame him for sleepwalk.
Your phone is going in and out, Al. Are you still there? Okay. No, Al, I can't understand a word you're saying. Are you still there? Okay, Al, I'm sorry. Let's go on to Adam, line 4 in Florida. Adam, what's on your mind?
Hey, Dominic, yeah, this guy is peeing all over New York. New York is going to be the next England before you know. And how come the media doesn't call this guy out for what he is?
Well, you know what, Adam? You know what, Adam? When I used to hear on talk radio, oh, the media is fall, I used to say to myself, you folks don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what it's like in the media. But guess what? I was wrong and you guys were right. Because when you say free pass, he got more of a free pass than Obama did. And I thought I would never see somebody that got a free pass as much as Obama did. you know, the MTV generation, the media said, we want a black president. We want a black president. It doesn't matter. Obama has won this election months before you vote. Exactly what happened. Now we have Mamdani, and this guy, the first call I can hear a little bit, he said that, or maybe you just said, somebody said that he's peeing all over us. Normally I wouldn't use those strong words, but guess what? That is exactly what he is doing, Adam. You have the final word. Go ahead.
It's just, you know, I feel for my daughter because she goes to college in New York, and she goes to a religious college, and I'm in fear for her and all the rest of the people in New York, because New York's about to be overtaken. Before you know it, they're going to be throwing the rugs all over the Fifth Avenue.
Well, Adam, thank you for the call. I see Amy in New Jersey. I got to take a break, Amy, but Amy says we did this with Christmas parties. I'm being hypothetical, hypercritical. No. Amy, you got it wrong. I bring history to doing this job. The Christmas parties are held at Gracie Mansion, not at City Hall. Time for a break. We're coming right back.
It's Dominic Carter. This is the Worldwide News Network Extra.
The FAA was forced to again shut down airspace near the Texas-Mexico border after the U.S. military shot down a Customs and Border Protection drone. The closure affects an area around Fort Hancock, about 50 miles south of El Paso, where airspace was temporarily closed after a similar incident earlier in February. Aviation analyst Jeff Guzzetti says it's due to an apparent lack of communication.
As far as the FAA is concerned, it's all about safety. They need to know what the military is doing in the airspace.
No commercial flights are affected by the new closure, which is tentatively scheduled to run through June 24th. The FAA and CBP released a joint statement promising to work together on communication to prevent such incidents in the future. I'm James Flippin, and this is the Worldwide News Network.
If you're starting this new year wanting more control of your health instead of leaving it to a broken system, then the pharmacy for you is All Family Pharmacy. You see, they help people get access to essential medications, including some that the big chain pharmacies make it hard to get or refuse to even carry. That's why so many families rely on them. When everyone around you is getting sick and you want to prepare, you need All Family Pharmacy. You're tired of dealing with insurance and want affordable medications, you need All Family Pharmacy. And when your doctors refuse to prescribe ivermectin and treat you like you're out of line for asking intelligent questions, you need All Family Pharmacy. See, the process is quite simple. You order online, a licensed doctor reviews it, and your medications shipped to your door. They carry antibiotics, Tamiflu, ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, mebendazole, and all of your everyday necessary medications and more. So if you haven't already, switch to a pharmacy you can rely on. You can do so by going to allfamilypharmacy.com/stone, and please use STONE10 as your code to save 10% on your next purchase.
77 WABC News starts now.
From the 77 WABC newsroom on the east side of Manhattan, I'm Liz Radabali. As the partial DHS government shutdown continues, today marks the first $0 paycheck for TSA workers all across the country. Some agents tell ABC News they don't know how long they can make their last paycheck stretch.
I have 3 kids, a wife, who depend on me to go to work, and they depend on me to feed them, to take care of them.
I do plan on coming to work as long as I can. If I can't come to work, then I can guarantee there's a lot of other people that are not going to be able to make it.
Airports across the country have started hosting food drives, and they're asking flyers to donate gift cards for gas money for their workers. Sources on the Hill, meanwhile, claim there may be a deal by the end of the month before Easter recess. Now your forecast, mostly cloudy skies all day with a high of 42 degrees. Dominic Carter continues. I'm Liz Radabali.
It's Ocean Drive in Coney Island.
Ocean Drive is the only luxury rentals in New York with a spectacular ocean view. You wake up in the morning and breathe that ocean air. I'll certify that you're going to live 10 years longer. When I became successful, I wanted to live on the ocean. If you have worked hard, you deserve an apartment on Ocean Drive too. Go to oceandrivenyc.com and reward yourself.
If you're a policeman, fireman,
What do you want?
Hey, just answer nice. What do you want? 200 people listening. So maybe I come pick you up. You said they pick up by 4 o'clock and what do you call it? Also CBS, all. I got a phone call for the postcard. Somebody said how much for 2 hours, like once a week, just little cleaning, mops, dust. I told him $200. So he said he'll get back to me. How much should I tell him? Like, first I want to ask him how much he want to pay, you know what I mean? Rich people, Madison Avenue townhouse. Once a week, 200. I don't think it's too much for them, no?
I don't know. You who you were gonna say?
You?
No.
What do you mean no? It's like the Airbnb guy,
No.
We go together. I told him I prefer weekend, Saturday or Sunday. This way that I can give you a ride. I mean, I can give you a ride anytime, but don't want $200 for 2 hours.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's
What's your problem?
And we are back on this Friday.
Let's see if we can
Amy
the first
in
score.
New Jersey, line 5. Let's do it, Amy. What's on your mind? Amy.
Got lady, she saw
Amy sounds like
the
she's paying attention
postcard.
to the radio rather
And she
than the
got
phone,
so
and
jealous
about
and
to
mad.
This is your
Why you
last
put
chance,
that
Amy. Are
lady
you there?
picture? She put my picture.
Okay,
I
try to
don't look
give you a
like
back,
her.
Amy, but I guess
I
since
told her, ask you to send me a picture of you. And what she did, she sent some AI picture, you know what I mean? I told her I want a real picture, not AI.
Okay, see you soon. I need to wash my face and brush my teeth.
Okay, so I'll let you know as I get closer. Either I pick you up from home or we meet in the school.
Okay.
Later.
Okay.
Babushka.
On your mind, Rick?
Yeah, Dominic, I want to know, is that room available tonight for the Stations of the Cross, since it's Friday, and during Friday for Lent, Catholics, we recognize Stations of the Cross on Fridays.
You already know the answer for that. Or how about for a Jewish organization with this mayor, right? How about that?
Yeah, great idea. Yeah.
So you know what, Rick? You're putting out there a reciprocal question. You already know the answer. This is disgusting, Rick. It is utterly disgusting what Mamdani is doing. And he won't. Go ahead, Rick.
No, it's just that everyone voted for the guy, and we just hope that hopefully we get a governor in there that's got the law behind him, where we could actually replace the mayor with another mayor. Hopefully, I don't know.
Well, Rick, thank you for the call. You say everybody voted for him. I kind of cringe on that. You had a lot of uneducated voters that when he was pimping with the promise of free, these naive people, and that's the kindest word I can find, naive, they went for the classic okie doke. Oh, Mamdani, line 5, Liz in Florida. Liz, is it 150 degrees today in Florida? You going to tell me about your beautiful weather?
It is warm and lovely, but I'm not going to, discuss that.
You're not going to rub it in?
I'm not going to rub it in. I won't.
Okay, not today.
Oh, it's a nice day, though. Okay, so I think that this is what I think we should do. The detectives, the Secret Service, the FBI, whoever can do that, they need to go research the old court records and investigate which terrorists have been released, without serving time, and look into their activities. Because a terrorist is always a terrorist. They don't change colors, and they're probably stewing and stirring their next scheme. Terrorists taking over our country, Dominic.
Well, you know, Liz, to be honest with you, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I would have said, that's ridiculous. Stop wasting my time. But to hear it now, Liz, I'm raising my eyebrows. I'm looking a lot harder than I ever have. The signs are not looking good at all the way around the board. And when you've got a leader who's elected to City Hall, and he's having the rugs on the floor of the Blue Room, and a Muslim event at City Hall. Now, normally mayors they'll have ceremonial events, but they won't actually have something like this. To say that this was bold is, Liz, thank you for the call. I don't understand what this guy is thinking. I mean, I know what he's thinking because he's in Mamdani's pockets. Trust me, I know them all personally. They are in his pocket. Time for a break on this Friday.
Live Agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Listen to this podcast now on the Red Apple Podcast Network. The Leadership Thread with Dr. Peggy Polonis.
Dr. Adela Gondik, if life was so peaceful, what happened when challenges came your way?
In situations and challenges and so on, you sort of step out of that moment a little bit and you think, how can I handle this?
It helps you to think of the solutions.
77 WABC News starts now.
From the 77 WABC newsroom on the east side of Manhattan, I'm Liz Radabali.
The landlords should be held accountable for this. Everybody should have fire alarms. All these buildings and apartments should have fire alarms.
Long Island following an early morning fire. Chief Michael Otario says authorities are looking into the incident.
There was definitely subdivided units. The Village of Hempstead's building department and the mayor is aware, and they're opening an investigation. And I can tell you, yes, there were no working or operating smoke alarms. We can't say it enough. They save lives.
Around 100 firefighters were on the scene trying to help. Unfortunately, 42-year-old Kenneth Roberts and his 12-year-old son, Makai, were killed. Now your forecast, mostly cloudy skies all day with a high of 42 degrees. Dominic Carter continues. I'm Liz Radabali.
Hey, it's Joe Piscopo. Join me for Boulevard Sundays with Sinatra. This Sunday night, starting at 6. It's the chairman of the board, Frank Sinatra. His music, his stories, his life, and sharing his gift with you.
Music Radio, ABC. Coming up at 3:55 p.m. Listen to 7 WABC. Join us as we remember Ernie Anastas. This is Positively Ernie. Now, here's Ernie Anastas.
Okay, I'm always checking out stories in the news and what people are talking about with a positive viewpoint. All right, heads up on this story. I'm talking about looking up to skyscrapers, especially here in New York City. There's a revolutionary robot window cleaner on the horizon, and it's the future of high-rise maintenance. Armand Galladay joins us now with more. Armand, we're looking at the future of commercial window cleaning here, and it looks like AI-powered robots are trying to tackle the job. Tell us how this is going to work. In terms of safety, you kind of mentioned that, safety and performance. What can we expect on that?
By operating autonomously, these robots eliminate the need for workers to perform hazardous tasks at great heights.
People are probably saying, wait a minute, what about the human element? I would like to have my job. Will it still play a part in this new technology somehow?
By handling dangerous cleaning and inspection tasks autonomously, these robots reduce the need for human involvement at high-risk roles, potentially displacing some jobs in facade cleaning and maintenance. However, their implementation also creates opportunities for workers to transition into safer, more technical roles, overseeing robotic operations, data analysts, and maintenance of robots themselves.
Okay, we'll be keeping an eye on that, that's for sure. I thank you so much, Armand, for telling us more about the future of robots in the workplace. With positive news you can use, I'm Ernie Anastas on 77 WABC.
Go to WABCRadio.com and the 77 WABC app. Join us as we remember Ernie Anastas. It's the 77 WABC minicast. You want it all.
I want it all. I want it all. I want it all.
And you can have it now.
I want it now.
It's the 77 WABC minicast. Everything you need to know in 10 minutes or less. Download and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. In under 10 minutes. Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
I'm looking at my Twitter at my ex at Dominic TV, and Bob Weisberg just sent something to me, and he says here, a leap of faith at Dominic TV, and he reposts. This is of a raccoon, right? And there's apparently water rising, and the raccoon's not going to make it. The raccoon's on a pole, right? And her 3 babies are on her back. And death seems imminent for all 4 of them, for mommy and her 3 babies. And then we see the raccoon, and I hope I reposted this, I did. The raccoon jumps for a nearby boat and makes the jump. It's amazing what mama bears. And Jonas, I'm not just talking about bears, I'm talking about women, I'm talking about animals, I'm talking about raccoons, what mama bears will do to protect their young ones.
One word, anything.
Anything. That's good. That's good. Animal. And you know, Jonas, I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about when I'm at home, right? I always joke with my wife because I'm in talk radio. We have 1 million cameras all over the house, plus all types of security devices. So if you even move near here on the outside, it picks it up and notifies us right away.
Oh, wow.
And so we have these big, fat raccoons. I don't think they're beavers, but in the middle of the night. And the security devices will go off. And my wife, Marilyn, gets mad at me because the big, fat raccoons.
They're eating good.
Eating good. And she'll say, ah! And I'm like, let's let them in. They're part of the family. And she doesn't like when I joke like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, I can't say the exact words, she uses profanity. She says, when they bite you in your big fat, then we'll, backside, then we'll see if you feel the same way. So do you remember raccoons, what, they can give you rabies? What's the big thing? What's the one with the
rabies?
Go ahead.
Yep, it's
rabies, if they bite you.
Yeah, one of my close friends in middle school got, he didn't get bit, but it jumped on him. It was a mama raccoon. He got too close, but didn't know. And it dug its claws into his arm, and he had to get tetanus shots.
Oh, they say the tetanus shots really hurt those.
Yeah, bears, no mamas at all.
Right. Leave the moms alone. And you know, it's funny because at the White House, and we're getting to all your telephone calls in just a second, at the White House the other day in celebration of Women's History Month, the First Lady, Melania Trump, delivering a historic message.
The strength of America is closely tied to the role women play in shaping their children's character, education, and morals. The values cultivated within our communities shape the voice and vision of our next generation. A woman's influence strengthens our democracy,
the exact same city that Osama bin Laden attacked. And notice how he mentioned in his speech, he is watching the transformation in a place that is to be something else. So he is bragging about the transformation of the United States, of New York, of the exact same place that Osama bin Laden attacked. And he is very proud. This is pure marketing on the world stage.
Yeah, and projecting the dominance, and you know how he gets away with it? It's with that big smile that he always puts on. He looks so disarming with that big smile. That's not real. He's an actor. He's a snake. He's an Islamist. He's a communist. He hates this country. He viscerally hates this country. You can tell by the way he runs this city. You can tell by his rhetoric. And if you watched him before he became mayor and before he ran for mayor, he had a scowl, an evil, America-hating, New York-hating scowl. Everywhere he went, the places he went, where he campaigned, how he talked, everything shifted when he suddenly realized he wanted to run New York. And he had to do that. And by the way, Bridget, where are all of the separation of church and state liberals in this city? Imagine if a Christian mayor started talking about Jesus all the time and putting Jesus stuff everywhere and turned the rooms of the mayor's mansion, it looked like a church. Imagine what they would say.
They would lose their mind.
Yes, and they would lose their mind. That's Bridget Gabrielle on Newsmax. Let's go back to your telephone calls. Dominic Carter, we're here with you on this Friday. And by the way, folks, on Fridays, I like to hear, if you're doing anything interesting, let me know. So on Sunday night, most of us are part of the network. We'll be here for an Oscars party. Of course, the owner of the network, of Red Apple Audio Networks, John Cassidy, a Hollywood star in the movie. I forgot the name off the top of my head. But they're saying that the movie's going to win an Oscar. Like Marty Supreme. Thank you so much, Jones. And the reason why I didn't say he's going to win an Oscar, meaning the movie at the time, because we're going to say, oh, you're saying that because that's your voice. No, I'm saying it because that's how good the movie was. Let's go back to your telephone call. Diana. Delmore, New York, Long Island, line 4. Diana, what's on your mind?
Hi, Dominic. Thanks for taking my call. First, I have to add that I'm so happy that I hear Bridget on your phone. I have known her for 20 years, and she has never been wrong, so we should listen to her. But the main reason I called for is that I urge you, Dominic, to play the verses that from the Quran that were said by the Imam in that ceremony. You will translate it into English, and then you will know that they are talking about the killing of the infidels by the sword.
Diana, I don't mean to be offensive to anyone. I really don't. I would not sit down for 2 minutes, for 2 seconds to read the Quran. I just wouldn't. It's not my thing.
You don't have to but this is what was broadcast on that ceremony in the Blue Room.
I'm not upset. It's just that in 40 years,
Speed and red light camera ahead.
I started in this business covering Ed Koch. Can you imagine Ed Koch doing something like that?
Of course not.
I've never seen a mayor give a big F you to all the rules of the city the way that Mamdani does. And what he's basically saying is a Muslim American is running this city, and this is now going to be a Muslim city, whether you like it or not. He's basically saying, get down with me or lay down. This is Mamdani's New York. That's what he's telling us every day.
You are correct, 100%, but verses that talk about killing of the infidels during that ceremony, I think that is really scary.
You're telling me that was said while he was at,
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Have that broadcast again and have someone who knows Arabic to translate that a few verses of the Quran that the Imam said in that ceremony. I heard them with my own ears.
Well,
I urge you to do that.
I hear you, Diana. I have to be frank and honest with you. We're going into the weekend, and I get one day off. I'm back on Sunday. the last thing in the world that I'm going to be thinking about tomorrow is Mom Donnie or anything related to him.
I don't blame you, Dominic, because we all want to enjoy our lives.
Right. It's reckless. You know what? I'm not talking about another topic. I'm not going to do it, Diana. 1001, 1002, 1003. I'm not going to talk about why we have Mom Donnie as a mayor. 1001, 1002, 1003. I'm not going to do it, Jonas. 1001, 1002, 1003. Diana, thank you for the call. I'm not going to talk about the only reason why we have Mom Donnie elected as mayor. It's not because he got 50% of the vote. It's because the fix and the con was in. It was 2 against 1. 1001, 1002, 1003. I'm not going to do it. It's Friday. I'm going to think about my grandkids. I'm not going to think about the person that threw the race to Mom Donnie, that was on his team and was a candidate in the race. 1001, 1002, 1003. Notice I don't hear from the supporters of that candidate as much, because you've got to feel like a fool the way you were completely conned. Straight up and down conned. 1001, 1002. Jonas, I don't know, man. I'm trying my best. Let me move on. That's what I need. Is that Excedrin, or is that aspirin, or is that Bayer's, or what is it? What is it, man? Both? I need all three, right? I need all three. But 1001, I'm not going to talk about that person. Let's go on the road. I'm not going to talk about why we have this guy as a mayor. There's one person. 1001, 1002, 1003. Notice I don't hear from the supporters of that candidate as much, because you've got to feel like a fool the way you were completely
Speed camera ahead.
Straight up and down conned. 1001, 1002. Jonas, I don't know, man. I'm trying my best. Let me move on. That's what I need. Is that Excedrin, or is that aspirin, or is that Bayer's? What is it? What is it, man?
Both?
I need all three, right? I need all three. But 1001, I'm not going to talk about that person. Let's go on the road. I'm not going to talk about why we have this guy as a mayor. There's one person, one individual that gave the mayor's race to him. 1001, 1002. Let's go to Rose, Long Island. Rose, what's on your mind?
Oh, I needed that laugh, Dominic. Take care of yourself. Don't get too for symbols over this. It's not worth it. But I called to tell you that I really don't think that Mandani is going to show up for the 9/11 ceremonies for the 25th anniversary. He doesn't feel like he has to respect anyone. He didn't show up for the Cardinals installation, whatever you call it. He didn't show up for the press conference with the Southern District and Commissioner Tisch regarding the 2 IED bombers. They were his people that did all of this. So what is he going to sit there, make believe that he's showing sympathy, empathy? I think he's going to be a no-show. No, and as far as the First Lady is concerned, she is right about mama bears. I can tell you, when somebody holds the door open for me, this is what I say to them. If it's like at 7-Eleven, attention all shoppers. We have a gentleman at the front door. Please thank him and thank his mama bear. That's what I say, because it comes from the mama. You tell mama she's a beautiful woman. How do I know? Because she's got a beautiful son. That's what I say, and I'm grateful.
Wow. Hey, wait, Rose, but help me out here, Rose. So the raccoon that had her babies on her back and she jumped into the boat as the flooding water was increasing, can they teach their babies? What do they teach them?
It's instinct. It's just instinct. They know what they have to do.
And so Mama Bear knows how to scold. Mama Bear Raccoon knows how to scold the baby bear raccoons.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They get their little feelings hurt.
Absolutely.
Wow.
No, she gives them the evil eye. Listen, and I decided you're going to start. Move over, Mr. Casamatides. Dominic Carter starring in City Slickers.
Can you bring 2 orange?
Okay.
But good one, not Schnoompa one.
Okay.
Downstairs.
Downstairs?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that because
Okay.
he and Mrs. Casamatides own the network. He really did his thing in that movie. Rose, thank you for the great call. 1001, 1001, 1002. I am not going to tell you why we're stuck with Mom Donnie. I am not going to tell you that other no, time for a break. We're coming right back.
It's Dominic Carter. This is the Worldwide News Network. Extra.
The Vatican's top diplomat critical of the U.S. and Israeli strikes on Iran. Cardinal Pietro Parolin telling the Vatican News the attacks undermine international law, going on to say that, in his view, the rule of force has replaced the force of law. And Pope Leo has also called for the countries involved to stop the spiral of violence. For the Worldwide News Network, I'm James Flippin.
You know, I thought my dogs, Mimi and Pee-wee 2.0, were just getting old, losing that spark. But a few weeks ago, after adding rough greens to their food, I saw a marked difference. They got their energy back. Their coats looked amazing. And they're playing like puppies again. Rough Greens totally changed the game. Rough Greens isn't some food gimmick. It's a live nutritional supplement you just sprinkle right on their food. No need to switch, kibble, or wet food. Just add it in. It's packed with probiotics, vitamins, omega oils, stuff that helps their joints, their digestion, and even their immune support. Why does it work? Because dog food is dead food. It's been cooked and processed until all the good stuff is gone. Rough Greens brings back the nutrition our pets really need. I don't just recommend Rough Greens. I depend on it to keep my dogs both happy and healthy. Right now, Rough Greens is offering a free Jumpstart trial bag. You just cover the cost of shipping. Go to roughgreens.com and use promo code STONE. That's roughgreens.com, promo code STONE.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reshaping financial planning around the most personal data point, your lifespan. But it's more than just insight, it's control. As a technology-driven asset manager, we're empowering investors with an integrated system to take command of your time, your future, your financial destiny. This is a new era of investing. Take control at abacusgm.com.
77 WABC News starts now.
From the 77 WABC newsroom on the east side of Manhattan, I'm Liz Randabali. As the GOP continue to push the Save America Act, President Trump is blasting Senate Majority Leader John Thune for his delay in bringing it to the floor for a vote.
Look, I think he's a wonderful person, I do. But he seems to be, not that he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't think he can do it. And that's bad. I mean, how can you not get voter ID approved? How can you not get, citizenship approved? Proof of citizenship.
Speaking with 77 WABC host Brian Kilmeade, Trump doubled down on his calls to lift the filibuster, which requires 60 votes for a measure to pass in the upper chamber. Thune maintains that changing the procedure may hurt the GOP in the long run. Now your forecast, mostly cloudy skies with a high of 42 degrees, overnight skies clear, low of 35. Dominic Carter continues. I'm Liz Randabali.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
This is the 77 WABC update on real estate with Suzanne Miller of the Miller Report.
Who wants to know where the most expensive places to live in the United States are? Everybody, right? Well, let me tell you. We're going to go zip code by zip code. Places like Fisher Island in Florida is one. Paradise Island in Arizona is another. Beverly Hills, Bel Air, Montecito in California, and of course, guys, right here in New York, Bridgehampton, Watermill, and my favorite, New York City. There you have it. For more on what's happening in New York's real estate market, download and subscribe to the Miller Report and email me, Suzanne@themillerminute.com.
Keep listening for more on real estate with Suzanne Miller on 77 WABC.
And now, it's time for the Tunnel to Towers Foundation Final Thoughts.
And the Tunnel to Towers Foundation final thoughts of the day. Folks, did you know? Inquiring minds want to know. Did you know that it's Friday the 13th? I don't know if you're superstitious. Is that Jason? Is Jason coming in here to get me? Is this Jason 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16? What's his last name? Jason Voorhees? Is that his name?
Don't put it on the table. It's really a mess. I can't. It's make me a headache, you know? Everything is a mess. I put it on the next to your humidifier, you know? We're close to the computer.
Yeah.
Put all your wirings there, charger there. Let's just put one place.
Yeah.
On the table where we eat, it's completely...
Sound good to me.
It's not a table anymore.
No problem, no problem. Maybe I will need to go to Rachel later today because I miss her in the morning. So my situation now, I'm on a hunt for old e-bike, something less than $100, because this is what I'm gonna trade with the city, you know. I give them old $100 e-bike and they're gonna give me $2,000 new one.
You already got an e-bike from the...
I know they offer me another one, so that was with Uber. Now DoorDash offer me this, so
Don't be greedy, you
it's
know?
not greedy. They give you free, so take it. What's your problem?
You already have one, so give it to the other people.
What does other people? They giving away 2,000 bicycles. So what are you talking about? They have 2,000 bicycles. I'm just another screw in the system. The other one look nice too. I can rent it, I can sell it. Like in 1 month I can sell the green one already. 1 month is already 1 year, you know. So I should cooperate with that guy, even tell him $100 to an hour just to go see where he live, who is this, you know what I mean? I was greedy to say 200, no? I should say 100. That's what we go, it's like we go to that 77th Street, you know? Next call. You see, the problem is the phone is here, you know, like I didn't put my regular phone because not to mix. So I put it here, and just in live, I cannot really answer. I think I'm gonna answer next time, you know. What happens if I answer? It's gonna break the live? I'm gonna answer. It's more important. The live, we don't get anything. Tomato and cucumber, but you know the kind, the small kind, not and make sure they're hard, you know what I mean? Cucumber. Ay, 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 here you go. You know what happened? When I cleaned the car from the snow, I hit the antenna on the top, small, you know, the small antenna. So now when I listen, you see the difference.
Enabling Josh's family to focus on healing after unimaginable loss. Josh... Help you, period. 855 IRS.
This is WNYC.
This on AM, you know, on AM.
Donate $11 a month and consider donating a vehicle or land to
so from here, it's the same station.
His leadership earns him great respect across the state.
On the phone, it's clean. So I don't know how to fix it. It's just AM, not FM is okay. Look at this ice cream truck is coming and we don't know where to park, you see. It's funny how this ice cream truck, they know exactly what time and where to go, you know. Miriam, 4 o'clock.
Look, are they out?
No, I'm just telling you, 4 o'clock, they're not out yet. Use EBT, okay? No, I'm giving you only EBT. So let me look for e-bike. That lady, she looks like a Halloween lady, you know. Picking up Ayana from school. Picking up Ayana from school. What you want?
I don't want the 16 handle for me.
Yeah, let's go 16 handle, Miriam. What's your problem?
Monday, we go Monday.
But we can go now. Okay, we're gonna go 16 handle. We're gonna go pick up something from Whole Food, and then on the way home we're gonna stop by 16 handle. Do you want ice cream from this truck or 16 handle? Yeah, let's go 16 handle, Miriam. What's your problem? You want to go now, Aya, or after Whole Food? Give a napkin. Okay. What's your problem, Miriam? Never say no to Aya. Always say yes. Always say yes, darling. Always say yes, darling. You want?
And then he just said, Dad, just walk too fast.
What?
This is gonna make me happy.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go 1600 first.
Okay, let's go 1600 first. She got the money.
I only have 2.
Yeah, we have 10 from the morning and 2 from now.
And I have one. And
we have 2,000.
And I have even more in my bag.
So let's go now.
I don't have 2,000.
I don't know. You have $1 million.
Yeah, the spring break is April 2 to 10.
April 2 to 10.
Yeah, so we go to 3, 3:10. We check in by 3. We check out by Sunday.
Okay, let me, because you know I got the school classes and see if I don't have a conflict. You said April 2 to 10?
Yeah, April 2 to 10.
Okay, let's check with the school classes.
Did you know?
You don't want to go to New Jersey?
I do.
Waterfront?
I do want to go. I thought you talked about the school thing. Today, I got on the loud one, and then Miss Fortune had those sticks, and then she pulled out me 2 times.
Yeah.
These are the 2 things I got. There was a big sticker on it. And I got a plate.
Yep. Whole city is
in my collection, and it's in the sign. What do you want? But this one-
April 2 to 10?
Yeah.
No school?
I should get it too.
4 to 10. When coming back? Like 13. Okay.
No, not 13. Oh, yeah, 13.
13 is Monday, because 10, 11 Saturday.
Then we're gonna be late for school.
I don't see any classes, Miriam, so maybe it's okay. So you wanna go like
Could we just wait in the car a little bit because I want to play with Play-Doh.
yeah, yes. So you wanna go what do you wanna go like Saturday?
No.
Friday, Saturday?
Car a little bit.
And come back here and come back when Monday?
Sunday.
Sunday? Oh, okay.
No, check in April 3.
And come and check out 5.
Check out Sunday.
Sunday is 5.
This week, Monday, I said to you 1600 and Monday said no.
We went 1600 on Monday, but you didn't eat. It doesn't matter if she's there or not.
Okay, here you go. Oh, use Aya money. No, I know, but you're gonna use Aya money, yeah? For the ice cream. Oh. Why you grab the card? You're gonna use card or Aya money? Oh my goodness. So Miriam, you hold the handle and she hold the cup. Just little, because she don't eat everything. It's something like 130, 161 Fort Hamilton, Fort Washington. That's your appointment, Miriam? Do you have appointment 2, April 2, 130, maybe it's until like 161 Fort Hamilton, Fort Washington, 12th floor. So this school on 2, yeah?
No school.
No, but you told me from April 2, yeah, I wrote down no school from April 2 to 10. Yeah. 10. But coming back 13. No school. Okay, I'm gonna continue to look for the bicycle. Hunt for the bicycle.
Okay, let's go in.
Miriam, start March 1. You must meet 80 hours a month for work, education, or volunteering. Snap. Snap. I'm gonna double check if it's applied to us, or we can send him the letter you have. Maybe it's not applied to us. Yes, Mama need to do volunteer, 80 hours a week. She volunteer in PS11. Why? Yeah. Money, no honey.
Let's go. Why I cannot look at you?
Hold the car, hold the handle.
Hasta la vista, baby. None of that. Oh, some nice-hearted liberal judge says, okay, you support a terrorist group. We'll give you a second chance. You get a get-out-of-jail card. And he got his second chance, and he murdered an instructor at Old Dominion. Now, the instructor happened to be a black guy, so you're not going to see his face plastered all over certain liberal networks because you have to go online to usually find this stuff. And the students there took the perpetrator out. One student is said to have stabbed him. In Michigan, the man suspected of ramming a car into a Michigan synagogue had family members who were killed in an Israeli attack on Lebanon this month. The crash, which started a fire at the Temple Israel in West Bloomfield, Michigan, is being investigated as a targeted attack. The Department of Homeland Security, working without pay, many people there, I don't know whether the people that are working here are among them, identified the perpetrator as Aman Mohammed Ghazali, 41. He came to the United States in 2011 as the spouse of a U.S. citizen, was granted citizenship in 2016. And he is the one that is suspected. He drove into a hallway after ramming into the building. The temple security engaged him. Responding officers went in wearing gas masks. 30 officers treated for smoke inhalation. That investigation is still ongoing. The words Dearborn Heights came up, which is Dearborn. I want to play you something. I want to play you a few things, ladies and gentlemen. And this, I have trepidations about. I'm going to just say it openly because I am very conscious about not smearing people, and I am not one of these people who goes on and on and on about Islam this and Islam that. I have friends, lifelong friends that are Muslims. Okay, I've been in their house. It's not even beyond that. They're like family, and they're beautiful people and wonderful people. And most people that practice Islam around the world, most people that practice Islam are peaceful people, the overwhelming majority. Now you have these jihadists, the terrorists, and the like. They are not the majority of people that practice Islam. That said, the people that are involved in the terrorist wing need to be dealt with, period. Dearborn, Michigan has been a hot spot. This happened in Michigan. And you see Rashida Tlaib, there was I don't know whether I put this in the other day. Rashida Tlaib was a Fox News reporter, tried to question her, and she just went off on the Fox News reporter. Maybe if I don't have it today, I'll try to find it for tomorrow. First, let's turn to Gretchen Whitmer, the governor. And then I want to play you some things that are out of Dearborn, fresh out of Dearborn. So, first, Governor Gretchen Whitmer, cut 16. Jonas, and here she is.
I want Michigan's Jewish community to know that we are with you. Violence in our houses of worship and in our schools and in our daycare centers like this hits especially hard. Temple Israel is a pillar of the community. It's one of the largest Reformed Jewish congregations in North America, with Friday night Shabbat services attracting over 1,000 people. People celebrate bar and bat mitzvahs, weddings, and holidays here. Parents bring their children to daycare and school, and it's a place of peace, unity, light, and life. Yesterday's attack was anti-Semitism. It was hate, plain and simple. We will fight this ancient and rampant evil. We will stand together as we do it, and we will call it out. We must lower the rhetoric in this state and in this country, especially at this moment where we've seen such a rise in anti-Semitism and more attacks on the Jewish community. We must keep each other close. This community is on the edge, very understandably.
Okay. Thank you. That's Governor. Now she says let's lower the rhetoric. Let's pick up with cut 21. And this took place in recent days in Dearborn, Michigan, United States of America.
Michigan.
I love America! I love America! I love America!
Not a great look. The mayor condemned it. The White House condemned it. But what about Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib? She reps Dearborn. Is she okay with her constituents chanting "Death to America"? Fox Business correspondent Hillary Vaughn asked her. Watch.
Congresswoman Tlaib,
Fox News. I don't talk to Fox News.
at a rally in your district, people were chanting "Death to America." Do you condemn?
Talk to Fox News.
Do you condemn chants of "Death to America"?
I don't talk to people that use racist tropes.
Why can't you just say whether or not you condemn people chanting "Death to America"? Why are you afraid to talk to Fox?
Fox News is not listen, using racist tropes towards my community is what Fox News is about, and I don't talk to Fox News.
Is "Death to America" racist?
Fox News.
Is chanting "Death to America" racist?
I'm talking about your guys' racist tropes. You know, you guys know exactly what you do. I know you're Islamophobic, but you guys gotta go deal with it on your own self. You're not gonna use me.
Okay, you're Islamophobic because you're asked about your constituents in Dearborn, Michigan, United States of America, chanting "Death to America." Let us turn to Memory TV. What is Memory TV? The Middle East Media Research Institute is a nonprofit, it's an American company, nonprofit press monitoring organization. They track, they translate Arabic and Muslim media. And so this is where we get the next piece of media. This is in Dearborn at a meeting, cut number 17. One of the lead speakers at the meeting in Dearborn, Michigan, where Rashida Tlaib represents, just said that she's not going to talk to Fox after residents in her community were chanting "Death to America." Go.
The message for the people of Gaza is going to be more of the message that should be sent to the people here, in that they have achieved victory, we haven't done anywhere near enough. And the people here, I promise you, we do feel ashamed. We do feel like we're not doing enough. We do feel like change needs to come, because change must come. And in the form that it must come is that this empire, the American empire that's been hurting our people since the beginning, the imperial Western powers that have been hurting our people since the beginning, they must fall. And inshallah they will fall. And my message to the people of Gaza and the oppressed peoples across the world is that there are people here, both young and old, who are going to be willing to fight and are willing to put their lives and everything they can on the line to bring these empires down, because they must come down.
Dearborn, Michigan. Dearborn, Michigan, United States of America. We have more. James Golden, Snurdly. Fastest hour in American media. Oh, this is the, Eric Clapton version. This is from the Unplugged TV show. Which, the album from that show started a 3-week run at #1 on this day in 1993. Layla. Now, on this day in 2003, Jim Gordon passed away. He co-wrote Layla with Eric Clapton. He passed away in prison, you see. He murdered his mom in 1983 by pounding her head with a hammer. Was sentenced to 16 years to life in 84. He died in prison on this day in 2023. He co-wrote this one. He also worked with the Everly Brothers, the Monkees, Beach Boys, George Harrison, John Lennon on Imagine, the Carpenters, the Traffic, Glenn Campbell. He worked on Wichita Lineman. He worked with Steely Dan, Jackson Brown, Frank Zappa. He was schizophrenic, and he was a diagnosed schizophrenic. Snurdly, we'll be back.
This is The Rush Hour with James Golden. Listen to this podcast with Suzanne Miller.
Alan Dershowitz, the State of the Union. Alan, what did you think? Where do you think Donald Trump was his strongest?
I think he's strongest where he didn't say very much on the State of the Union. He's strongest on Iran, where he has obviously frightened and justifiably the Iranians.
Download all of Red Apple Media's podcasts right now through your favorite podcast platform.
You know, I thought my dogs, Mimi and Pee-wee 2.0, were just getting old, losing that spark. But a few weeks ago, after adding rough greens to their food, I saw a marked difference. They got their energy back. Their coats looked amazing. And they're playing like puppies again. Rough Greens totally changed the game. Rough Greens isn't some food gimmick. It's a live nutritional supplement you just sprinkle right on their food. No need to switch, kibble, or wet food. Just add it in. It's packed with probiotics, vitamins, omega oils, stuff that helps their joints, their digestion, and even their immune support. Why does it work? Because dog food is dead food. It's been cooked and processed until all the good stuff is gone. Rough Greens brings back the nutrition our pets really need. I don't just recommend Rough Greens. I depend on it to keep my dogs both happy and healthy. Right now, Rough Greens is offering a free Jumpstart trial bag. You just cover the cost of shipping. Go to roughgreens.com and use promo code STONE. That's roughgreens.com, promo code STONE.
This is Greg Kelly. Donate now to Toys for Tots, which works year-round. Go to toysfortots.org. Toys for Tots supports children in need throughout the year with programs like the Toys for Tots Literacy Program. Established in 2008, it has provided over 63 million books to disadvantaged children. The Toys for Tots Literacy Program is committed to providing disadvantaged children with direct access to books and educational resources that enhance their ability to read and communicate effectively. Go to toysfortots.org.
77 WABC News starts now.
I'm James Flippin in the 77 WABC newsroom on the east side of Manhattan. And we're all kind of feeling bummed today that we won't be seeing Ernie Anastas in the hallways anymore here at the station. We're saying our goodbyes to the legend who passed away yesterday at the age of 82. One thing everybody knows about Ernie is he had that 10,000-watt smile that he more or less permanently wore on his face. And digging into the archives here, that's something fellow broadcasting legend, the late Regis Philbin, noticed as well.
One thing about actormen, they rarely smile. Oh, too much on their minds. Not Ernie. He's always smiling.
And if you listen closely enough, around here at 77 WABC, you can still hear Ernie laughing. I'm James Flippin. Bo Snerdley's Rush Hour continues.
Here's John Katsimatidis Jr.
Are you paying too much for your home or business heating oil? My family owns and operates United Metro Energy, and we can offer you a lower price and better service right now. No other heating oil company can match our tremendous buying power. We own our own refinery, our own storage tanks, and the largest fleet of company-owned trucks.
We get a 20-cent-a-gallon tax credit with United Metro Energy's biofuel.
We're a community-conscious, family-run business. We're here for you 24/7. Contact me anytime.
Email john@umecny.com.
This is John Katsimatidis. Since we bought WABC Radio, we became #1 in the country with millions and millions of listeners. We have been certified by Nielsen to be the #1 talk station in the country. Advertising? If you advertise with WABC, you will be a winner too. Why don't you email me at CATS, C-A-T-S, @WABCradio.com, and you advertise with winners. You become a winner.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
James Golden, known popularly as Bo Snerdley.
This is The Rush Hour with James Golden.
Rush.
All right, we got a short segment here, but I did want to play one more, folks. We were talking about Dearborn. I would like for you to listen to an exchange. It's very quick between the mayor of Dearborn, who was just mentioned, by the way, with Whitmer, and a resident of Dearborn, Michigan, who happens to be Christian. They were naming a road, a street, for a man in the community who was a known supporter of Hezbollah. And this man went to the town meeting to cut 19. This is how this goes.
Hezbollah, bombed the embassy in Beirut, and including many Americans. So I just feel that's quite inappropriate.
You're an Islamophobe, and although you live here, I want you to know, as mayor, you are not welcome here. And the day you move out of the city will be the day that I launch a parade celebrating the fact that you moved out of the city, because you are not somebody who believes in coexistence.
So, you're naming a street after Hezbollah supporter. The man brought up, hey, this organization killed American soldiers. I don't think it's appropriate that a street in our city. You're an Islamophobe. Yeah, you're a resident. I can't wait till you move out. You're an Islam. Get out. We'll hold a parade for you when he's an American citizen. But he lives in Dearborn, Michigan. Dearborn. We have more from Dearborn, Michigan when we get back. Death to America chants and more. Don't go away.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Hi, my name is Angie. I've noticed how the abortion issue is often viewed as women's health,
but we know it's a health concern for more than just one person. I want to help both the mom and baby when there's an unplanned or unsafe pregnancy. That's why I'm committed to Pro-Life Across America. We help women and men going through unplanned pregnancies know their options and get the help they need. Please join us in this life-saving work. Go to prolifeacrossamerica.org. That's prolifeacrossamerica.org.
This is the Worldwide News Net. Parolin telling the Vatican News the attacks undermine international.
Where's your cup? Did you bring your cup?
Where is you bring?
Placed the force of law, and Pope Leo has also.
You bring me.
Turn off the bus shoes.
Turn off the bus shoes. It's Whole Food. You have a list. Okay, give me the card.
Yeah.
What are you taking both? Miriam, take only one. You don't use both.
Yes, you do.
Tomato, one tomato.
2 latte.
One cucumber.
1 plastic spoon.
It's plastic spoon. It's free.
Yeah, the plastic spoon is free. And I'm gonna get some. Because I want some. And I need some. For my business.
For your business.
And it's not your business.
What is your business?
No.
Where is the keyboard we used to have to play piano? Remember, Miriam? It's in the house or in the storage? I want Aya to play.
No, I play guitar.
You play piano too.
Guitar is better.
Both.
No, guitar.
I want to send it to music store.
No.
Music.
No.
Sound of the music.
No. You have your cup here?
What cup?
Your cup here? What cup?
Gonna.
The cap.
Cup, yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't find your old one? They let you borrow my glass?
No. Because there's always an area where it has 15, 16, a wall where they put it, and then I just take it. But could I tell you something? After school, swimming, when it was free,
So windy.
swim,
Oh my
they
goodness.
throw
Yeah?
for the jumps.
Yeah?
Also, even someone else, but someone else did hard, extreme hard.
Really?
I didn't do extreme hard, but I did hard.
Yeah.
I did hard and medium. And then I said, anyone wants to push me in? And then the teacher comes and then said, do you see that bug over there? And then he pushes me in.
Anybody wanna push me?
I don't believe you.
I don't believe you. Always believe Aya.
Maybe it's a made-up story.
It's not made up.
I didn't see it. I wasn't there.
Because you weren't there. You weren't supposed to be there.
See, Miriam, that get black like cart like this. You can walk places.
No, because what about the kid? The kid wouldn't get
Put the kid in the luggage.
But they want to get exercise. They need exercise. Like you want to exercise.
Yeah, I need to exercise.
They need exercise.
Chubby, chubby, chubby. Are you gonna cook, Miriam?
Yeah.
Don't buy blue, 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 blue. Don't buy blue, blue, blue. That's not kosher. I don't like it.
Ah, blue, 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 blue. Oh, thank you for reminding me.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
I forgot about it.
I said don't buy blue, blue, blue,
I
blue.
forgot about it.
You
I thought
complete.
you're talking about booba.
Oh my.
I thought you're talking about booba.
Don't buy blue, 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 blue.
Thank you for reminding me.
What do you
Thank you
think?
for reminding us.
Oh no!
Thank you.
Don't buy my money, man.
Thank you for reminding us.
That's
Thank you.
unacceptable.
Thank you, Sasha.
James Golden
known popularly as Bo Snerdley.
This is The Rush Hour with James Golden.
Rush.
It was she can like who she wants. #1 single.
My wife's social media is
Also,
none of your
on
business.
This day,
she is a private person.
1961, a group called the Elgins.
I will invest according to my values, and I will do the same.
The group accepted the name.
Look what I built. Look what I
built. They changed the name.
I will invest according to my values, and I will do the same. Look what I built. Look what I built.
Tens of millions of albums and singles sold. The Temptations became one of the most successful groups in music history. This, of course, from the original lineup in the Temptations, the Fabulous Five, the Tempting Temptations, as they were called. To all 10 talented, Eddie Kendrick's on the lead with that one. Okay, let us return to Dearborn. We've already heard the Michigan, the terrorist attack. We heard so far on the program today, the governor of the state, Gretchen Whitmer. We need to tone down the rhetoric, she says. This was some of the rhetoric in Dearborn. You heard it earlier. And yes, cut 14. I'm sorry, 21. This was what we heard earlier.
I love the America! I love the America!
Not a great look. Dearborn, the chants of death to America. This, ladies and gentlemen, this next that you will hear is rhetoric from an Islamic preacher in Dearborn. We join as he is giving inspiration to those assembled in the group that he is preaching in front of.
All this advancement in technology, yet they still haven't figured out that when you go to the bathroom, they're still wiping themselves with paper. All this advancement, think about how advanced they've become. They're trying to go to Mars. They're trying to take over Saturn. They're trying to do all this stuff. They're nature, the call of nature. They're still wiping themselves and cleaning themselves with paper. They're uncivilized. Do not be tricked and deceived by their technology. Do not be tricked and deceived by their philosophies and their westernizations and their ideas. At the end of the day, they are still backwards. Allah has sent us to these nations to civilize them. That's why Allah has sent us to civilize these people. Yet the media makes us look like the barbaric ones. The reason they don't want you to be successful is because they're jealous of what you have. The Christians, jealous of what you have. Their nations, their religions are dying. So what they had to do, they had to change their religions over there. A'udhu billah. Imagine your business, your religion is dying so much that the only thing that you could do is go and get some help from the LGBT. That's just the condition you become. Because their religion is dying. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent us into the nations to guide these people from the darkness into the light.
And to stop using toilet paper. Don't ask me. I don't get into the bathroom habits of other people. Maybe they have a bidet. French technology, I don't think it came from, it doesn't matter. So the governor of Michigan is calling for you, ladies and gentlemen, people to lower their rhetoric. Meanwhile, all of this that's happening in Dearborn is happening in Dearborn. And we have in Michigan terrorist attacks. Once again, we have terrorist attacks in
Michigan.
Old
What are you talking
Dominion.
about, Michigan?
And that came up in Michigan. Who else came to hog some camera time at this rally was one of the Sedition 6 members, Alyssa Slotkin, former CIA babe. And that's Cut 6 Jonas. And these were among her remarks at the rally where Gretchen was after the terrorist attack in Michigan.
Ton of DHS folks, the CBP, and so they are on
Ay,
the
ay,
call and
Michigan.
they're doing their jobs. Certainly, we need to fund the Department of Homeland Security, and we need, in my view, to cut away all the conversation on ICE, which is its own conversation, from all the core missions of the Department of Homeland Security. But they're essential, they're on the job, they're working today.
That seems significant. Maybe a shift, stripping away the ICE conversation and funding the department?
Well, ICE is already funded for the next 3 years, so that conversation should have been stripped away already. For her to say that certainly we need to fund Homeland Security, I agree, but I'm not the one who voted to keep it closed yesterday, which is what she did. There was a vote on this yesterday, which finished, by the way, after the attack in Michigan, in her state. She reacted on social media to that terrorist attack in her state before the vote ended. That kept the Democrat filibuster alive, meaning that the DHS department remains closed. She made that choice to vote to maintain the shuttering, the temporary closing of our Homeland Security Agency. And then she comes on the cameras today and says, oh, well, certainly we need to fund it. She had the chance to do so yesterday, and she chose not to. This was after, by the way, there were 47 Democrats in the Senate. 46 of them voted to maintain their filibuster to keep DHS closed. This is after 4 apparent jihadist attacks on the homeland in the last 2 weeks. 4 homeland attacks in 2 weeks, and nearly every single Democrat in the Senate voted to keep Homeland Security closed. It's astonishing.
One of those. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, astonishing. It's astonishing. Don't be astonished by anything the Democrats are doing. They're showing you who they are. Exactly. Some of them. Now, I don't know what they're going to do with old Jay Johnson out there. I like the way he spells his name, J-E-H, like J. I'm Jay. Jay Johnson was on Fox. First of all, he went into enemy territory, according to Rashida Tlaib, and he would have got a double dose because she's, they're racist, and, Jay. He's kind of like a brother, like her, Anyway, Jay was on Fox News. For those of you that don't remember Jay Johnson, he was Obama's Department of Homeland Security guy. He was in charge of Homeland Security. Yeah, that's right, under Obama. So they asked him, little Ebonic language there, trying to be inclusive in this day and age where we need more inclusivity. They asked him about the Department of Homeland Security. And Cut 7, this is what Brother Jay had to say about it.
The last couple of weeks alone, 2 just yesterday. Yep. We were talking about this earlier. Does it feel to you that something has changed in these last couple of weeks? You can feel it. What is it?
It does. I believe we are in a heightened threat environment, most likely because of events in the Middle East. Iran is a state sponsor of terrorism. We can decapitate the leadership there, but that does not decapitate the ability to be a state sponsor of terrorists. It does not decapitate the ability to inspire acts of terrorism, including acts of terrorism here in the homeland. And so, bottom line to all of this, we need to fund, Congress needs to fund the department that exists to ensure Homeland Security.
But how do you think about cybersecurity issues? Because there's only so much the Department of Homeland could do.
Yeah. We need to fund it. But you're talking to Democrats who refuse to fund it. We do have some reports, ladies and gentlemen, about what's happening in the airports, but you already know that. I'll hold those until tomorrow when we can go in depth with it. There are some other things happening in the news that I would like to just briefly touch on, my friends, before time for us to flee for the afternoon. And here's one of them. Apparently, Cuba, home of great cigars back in the day, and 1950 vintage cars, which were still the primary sources of them getting around on the roads, thanks to communism. Cuban president. Does anybody even know who this guy is? It's like he used to say Cuba, and he used to order Fidel, because, you know, it's Fidel. And then Fidel lived for like 3 lifetimes. So everybody's like, what's going on with this? You remember when Americans, you may be too young for this, there was a day when American liberals used to run down to Cuba talking about, Cuba has the best health care. Cuba has great health care. They used to all, just like American liberals ran down and used to kiss the behind of Hugo Chavez, the other commie in the hemisphere, friends of Fidel. All Sean Penn, all these liberals, all these guys, that guy that was in, that black guy that was in that Die Hard, what was that movie thing with, come on, help me here. No, not Samuel Jackson, he was too smart to do that. The Glover guy, him, Danny Glover. I keep getting him mixed up with the young Glover. The Gambino Glover guy. Who? Donald. Yeah, anyway, the old Glover guy. He ran down, he's another one. Used to run down there, kiss Hugo Chavez's toes or whatever it was, maybe further up on the backside. We love you. We love you. All these Hollywood types used to run down there. That was back in the Bush days, because they hated Bush. Hey, whoever it is, Hollywood hates Republicans. So whoever it is, they always seek out the enemy to try to friend up the enemy. Back then it was Hugo Chavez. So they ran there and kissed his socialist butt. And look what he did to his own people. Destroyed that country. They used to run down to Cuba and kiss old Fidel's butt. And Fidel did nothing but destroy Cuba. And they loved Fidel. And Fidel was greatest healthcare in the world. Where do you get your health care? Well, I go to New York. I don't have to go to Cuba. But Cuba has the greatest. Where do you get yours? Well, I go out to L.A. Why aren't you going to Cuba? Well, it's for the people. Greatest health care for the people. So, the communist regime in Cuba, they have a president now. I don't even remember when this guy became president. And I pay attention to the news. I saw the guy's name, I'm saying, damn, when did he? His name is President Miguel Diaz-Canel. Have you ever heard of this guy before? President Canel? The last time I looked around, it was still a Castro brother. One of the also ran Castro brother that never used to get any light when Fidel was alive. He took over, Raul or somebody. And that was the last I heard of him. Now they got this president, Miguel Diaz-Canel. Nobody ever heard of the guy, but he announced anyway today that his government has been holding talks with the Trump administration. They're facing an existential crisis, you see, as he ratchets up the pressure on the 67-year-old communist state, maintaining what amounts to an oil blockade. Fuel is rapidly running out, plunging Cuba into prolonged periods of darkness. The darkness is dead. The darkness is taking over. The darkness in Cuba is growing. It's dark. I like how the media always calls everything. Like they used to do this when I was a kid. This is a long, long time ago. They used to call Africa regularly. When they say Africa, they say right after that, they say, Africa, the dark continent. They used to. Yeah, Jonas is laughing. I'm not kidding. That's what Africa, they used to, in the media, in white liberal media, that's what they, come on, some older people back me up on this, okay? Because that is exactly the dark. And then when they talk about humor, Notice when they say when the humor turns a certain way, what do they call it? It's dark humor. Very dark.
It's time to go to break.
That's a white lie. Anyway, choose now the dark island. And then talk to Trump. Try to keep the lights on. The Beatles, ladies and gentlemen. We're playing them because they were at #1 in the charts for 2 weeks on this day, 1965.
With James Golden.
Most nerdly.
This is the Worldwide News Network. Extra.
Nearly 25 years after the 9/11 terrorist attacks, construction will start on the final commercial office tower as part of the rebuild at the World Trade Center site. Andrew Breslau is with the Alliance for Downtown New York and says it's a special moment.
The greatest retort to terrorism is that life reestablishes itself and carries on. And this is a moment where we can really put a final chapter to that story.
Groundbreaking expected in the spring on #2 World Trade Center, which will be the main headquarters for American Express. New York Governor Kathy Hochul says building 2 World Trade Center will bring another iconic skyscraper to the lower Manhattan skyline. The 55-story office tower will be developed by Silverstein Properties on land owned by the Port Authority. I'm James Flippin, and this is the Worldwide News Network.
If you're starting this new year wanting more control of your health instead of leaving it to a broken system, then the pharmacy for you is All Family Pharmacy. You see, they help people get access to essential medications, including some that the big chain pharmacies make it hard to get or refuse to even carry. That's why so many families rely on
I got
them.
5.
When everyone around you is getting sick and you want to prepare,
Because I need
you
one
need
for
All
me,
Family Pharmacy.
one for
I'm
me,
tired of dealing with
one
this.
for William and Melody, and these 2 just for you, Mama, and you.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's why I got 5.
You got food too, Miriam?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Do you need a knife?
Thank you for reminding us for the blah blah blah.
Thank you for the blah blah blah.
Yes, I completely forgot.
That's unacceptable. I should keep my mouth shut. My mouth shut.
I completely forgot.
Now CVS.
Oh yes, it is.
I need to remind you everything.
And I need cardboard.
Cardboard from CVS.
CVS.
No, we already have cardboard from the pizza place.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you don't throw it. And I'm gonna make something with this. Just first, my project is to bend them.
You want to bring pizza?
No. I'm trying to
Or
bend it.
pizza, or you gonna give us something? You're gonna cook?
Bend it. So I bend it. That's a good thing.
You have one now for me?
Yeah. You can get
How much you pay for this?
No, the knife was free.
Knife? What about spoon and fork?
Okay, here. We
What-
don't need a spoon.
What is this?
Bend it.
Really?
Look.
It's Bob Bender. It's like Bob Bender. Bob Bender.
I'm bending.
Bob Bender, you
Did
know.
you know that I'm bending plastic?
Somebody's yelling. Who's yelling?
Look, I bended all of them. That's good. Except 2 that I can't tell you. That's good. I have these. And now, these are not going to go like this, okay? Why will they go like this? It's going to be separated and cardboard like
good
this, and I need glue or tape. So
Good
I'm going to
question.
use tape like this, and then we grind it,
Good question.
and then we grind it.
Grind it too.
And then we grind wood with it.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then it'll become sharp. Do you think I should do some grinding?
Go left, Miriam.
I'm maybe gonna do some grinding now.
CVS.
What is my bag?
Why is the CVS big ass?
I see this for It's good that they're all bended.
What?
Napkin?
Napkin. I have this napkin. Give Aya. Give
Mama. Dada. That's good they're all bended.
Aya, give that man $1, the poor man. It's a good deal. You have $1? Give him $1.
I only have cents.
You only have cents.
Because I don't.
Make it 2.
No, why 2?
One for me, one for you.
But you don't give.
No, let's make it 3. One for you.
No,
one for you,
she's
one
gonna
for
take
you,
the
one
money
for
for herself. I know. I always give people money, tips, and I take it for herself.
Okay, then give it to the man yan.
Not now, when you leave, when you go together. No, when you go inside.
No.
When you go when you go to the CVS.
No.
Not now. You planning to go CVS, no?
Okay, later.
Well, later. When you go to CVS, you go with Mama.
L. I need an L. D.
What is sign said? Help. Please help. Ay.
But where did he get the chair?
Oh, no, don't give him. He drink alcohol. He uses it for alcohol and drugs. Look, he's drinking vodka.
No, I'm keeping the $2.
He's drinking vodka, Miriam.
No, I'm keeping the $2.
No, give it to them.
No, but he's drinking alcohol and drugs. He uses it for drugs. I changed my mind.
That's what I always say. Never gonna use it.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I always say.
Give me
You have
back.
to fight the cold.
Fight the cold. Just go inside. CVS. Go get it. You know the pizza now is $2 now. I saw sign pizza. Here is $1.50, but Bruce Brothers is $2.
Right. This pizza here is 50.
$1.50.
How much is 50?
50 cents, like half. Like $1.50.
I'd rather take the $2 than the 50 cents.
Do you want to try that pizza, Aya?
No. None.
Should I bring Aya pizza on the way back?
No.
Or are you going to cook it?
Do you think I should keep the money?
No, give it to me. I put it in the box for tomorrow.
Poop. I give you poop money.
No, this is all. Give me the second one too. Tomorrow we go food bazaar. You're making my box empty and skinny all the time.
Yeah, because do you want to be fat? If you give that guy food, he'll be fat. And you'll be fat forever.
You want them there?
Let me test it. Leave a little bit. It's the one you got all the
Just
time?
let me get it.
No, it's kosher or no?
Salad.
Salad?
Wait, he has a Starbucks cup.
Yeah.
Where did he get
want?
that?
You can leave some before you finish. You end? Okay.
Okay, yan. You want to come?
Yeah, go with her.
No.
No, why not?
Because I want to play with this.
Give me the money.
Okay. What money?
I'm going to give the guy.
No, he drinking alcohol. Okay, I give it that $1.
Where's the other one?
I want I keep.
Come on.
Wait.
Okay. See you later, alligator.
Okay, Mama, do.
I was almost about to give $3.
Let's see if Mama give it.
Wait,
She give. You didn't even say thank you to her.
that's rude.
You're supposed to say thank you.
What if he's actually,
Can you go get can you go grab the dollar back? Go get it back.
no, can I tell you something? This is what I'm telling you. So I think that guy is not homeless. Because where did he get the chair? Where did he get the alcohol? Where did he get that bag? Like, where did he get that jacket? Where did he get a hat? No
And-
homeless people have that.
And he even drinking Starbucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's literally shaking it. Like it's coffee. He's a fake homeless man.
Yeah,
That's why I never give.
you're right.
Because then, if you see a homeless man on the floor with so many stuff, then they're not homeless. They just use the money to get it.
Yeah, and he doesn't have anything. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just asking for money to waste it.
He's probably the owner of CBS.
Why is the owner of CBS doing that? Did Mommy give it? Or did you just want to keep the $2?
I don't know, she's...
If you just keep the $2, that's a good thing. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Look. Look.
What is this? Pizza?
Play-Doh.
Play-Doh?
So not happy.
Take some candy. Push once only. Why didn't go with Mama?
What?
Why didn't go with her?
Because I finished bending my knives. And also, down with the dinosaurs. Tapatu, tapatu. Leave it alone. I put it low music. Too quiet. Oh, okay, you're right. No. Do you want? I'm in a live. You want to bring the live to you? You want to talk? Why can I have? Oh yeah, it's my show now. It's my show, please.
It's a soccer to New York.
It's my show, please. I put low. It's my show. I need to listen.
Why?
It's because they're talking about my people.
Let's take it down to
I put a low volume.
And raise the rate
No,
to
no.
50%.
Then leave
You know
it
what that
alone.
means?
It's my
You
life.
can't afford to live there, and you can't afford to die there.
What's your reaction?
See,
to
I'm
that,
looking
Governor
for a
Patterson? I mean,
used
they're really
bicycle.
like, do they want a bigger
Because
exodus?
I'm gonna buy like $100 bicycle. I give it to the city, and the city gonna give me $2,000 bicycle. It's like a trade.
Could I show you the expensivest one?
Yeah, they're all expensive.
Look at that.
Yes.
Wait, one more. That is
Look at this, 1,300.
And look at this.
1,300. Yeah, I'm looking something for $100.
What about? Let's try to find the cheapest. 199. Oh dang it. What's 200?
Yeah, I'm looking something for 100. I don't want to spend more than 100. I show some in New Jersey, but I want maybe something I prefer. I don't know.
Oh no.
No, go down.
No.
You go back. Go. Oh, here, price. Let me do price. price? 100. 100 to 200. Reset. Search. Oh, 50. 50. Okay.
I found it.
Let me see.
Wait, go up. Go up. Look at this. Look at this bicycle. It's only 30. Up. 2. Look. Up.
I'm looking for Schlumper bike because I'm gonna exchange with the city.
This one?
No.
This is Schlumper.
Yeah, that's Schlumper. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, no, but delivery $200. But I don't know. I don't need delivery. Yeah, let's free delivery.
Free. Oh.
That's pink. 180. Oh, they have only battery. $106. Broken.
Yeah, why would you want a broken
Parts.
glasses? Wait, go up. Go up.
No, it is this what I'm looking, something like this, you see?
Then get that.
Schlumper, yeah.
Get it.
Unbroken chain. Small. Let's see where is it located. I don't want delivery. I want local Madison. Wisconsin. No, it's Wisconsin. It's not here. We show a picture of what I found. You see, if this in New Jersey, maybe you wanna come with me. See, look, this in New Jersey, see? $100. Say 120, but maybe I can get one. You wanna go with me to New Jersey tomorrow to get it?
No! That's ugly.
Mama gave her the money.
Why did she give it?
Big mistake.
I'm gonna make a snake for you.
So you're gonna bite me. There's another bike.
That is so ugly. What if you get a broken bicycle?
Here's another one.
What if
$80.
What if a person got a broken bicycle? Why will they get it? Why will they get a broken bicycle? No one will want to buy
Here's
that.
another one. This one $80. Done deal?
Dada, here's the snake.
Oh no. Wait, I need to listen to my show.
Josh.
I appreciate this idea.
Something fall down.
But how do I find a way to get leverage over them and get dominance over them without fighting them? Okay, and then hit them with tax and balance out trade. We'll debate that. What do they have over us? They have rare earth. Got it. Understood. So what has he been doing for the last 2.5 years, led by Greg Rogan? He's been doing the best he can to get rare earth all around the globe and in our own backyard. It's been a massive move over the next 2 years. But what else is he doing? Get him out of Central South America. And then, of course, get him out of Iran.
He's doing a great job. President Trump is doing a super job. And, you know, not only is he president of the United States, he's a businessman. And what did he say to Ukraine? We'll give you all the money you need, but we're going to get paid back with the minerals, and we're going to get paid back with all the... I mean, that's what a businessman does.
Yep. And Brian, final thoughts. Go ahead.
My final thought is, John, I think you're 100% right. The other thing is, I know I shouldn't be, and I know I should get used to it, but I am just not used to American politicians and the media rooting against us. They're actually going out of their way to point out what they think is powerful moments Iran has had, creative moves. I don't want cheerleaders at the New York Times. I don't want them at the Washington Post. I don't want them anywhere. Just tell me what's happening. You know, your editorial, go to town.
But when your front page of the New York Times has 12 stories and 10 are negative, when we're actually doing exceedingly well, taking on a chronic enemy that will not be subdued and has bedeviled 6 other presidents, and you go out of your way to write how strong Iran is and how great this new Ayatollah is, the new supreme leader, I am just stunned by it. And then the Democrats come out and say we're going to lose. Hakeem Jeffrey says it's going to end in failure. Excuse me, that's the United States of America. It's going to end in failure. What are you talking about? Did you see what we're doing?
Those are the dumbest things anybody could say. If the American people believe in what they're saying, that I am shocked.
I agree. We got to root for America. Everybody should be rooting for America. Brian, thank you. Your awesome interview, and everybody's going to watch it on WABCRadio.com. Listen to it there. It's a great one. And thank you for sharing it with us, Brian. We love having you.
Yeah, it's my business.
No, it's not. You're just seeing the
Look,
news.
Miriam, look at that lady with the bicycle.
You're just seeing the
See
New
the
York
bicycle?
news.
Yeah, it's better like that, Amir.
What?
Like that bike compared to yours.
But the kid is in the back.
Yeah, it's fine. It's safer compared to yours. I is having a hard time sitting
No,
down.
I'm gonna fix the chair. I'm gonna get a
No,
white
it's
chair.
not about fixing the chair. Aya is not a baby anymore. She is very comfortable.
Yeah, the second bike is like that. The smaller bike it's in the back seat. You make adjustment.
You see it?
Yeah, I know, but I need to change the chair.
It's not about the chair.
No,
Why did you
it's-
say that?
You see the other bike? I have it in the back.
Picture?
Ayana, don't touch my business.
Turn it off.
I'll put the volume low. I only have 1 hour to listen. You're gonna be home soon.
It's just New York news.
Yeah, but I'm gonna listen to the news.
Ugly.
You don't like news?
I hate the news.
News from the Jews.
News from the poops.
Not the poops, the Jews.
The poops.
Oh my goodness.
News from the poops.
You use EBT?
Yeah, I did.
What is the balance? Can you check the balance?
Oh, I did not.
You have the receipt?
Yeah.
Because we need the balance for food bazaar tomorrow.
I made the checks. Where is because I'm making a cupcake. It's
Maybe I'll go to New Jersey tomorrow, Miriam. You get $100 bicycle. I'll see if they answer me. New Jersey or Bronx. It's a $100 bicycle.
And then you go to the water park?
Hmm? No, we're gonna change. Water park, we're gonna go on your spring break. You wanna bring Crystal? We can bring Crystal for 1 day. We can bring her for 1 day. Fun. Then she can go home at the end of the day.
But it's too late.
No, go in the morning. She's gonna be with us in the park, and at the end of the day, she's gonna be able to go home.
I don't want to be in the park. I want to be in the water park.
This is what I meant, water park.
They're mostly snow. I'm making a cake. My cake, it's not your cake. I'm making a cake. It's for
used to have Alexa here, you know, Marian? Somebody stole it.
Mama,
Bad
cake.
guys.
Cake. Crash! I destroyed the cake. Dada, I destroyed the cake and moved.
Seriously?
I destroyed it.
Why?
Because it's supposed to be
She do
spoiled.
one tomato, Marian.
She got 2 tomatoes.
I need to go back to the higher school to drop the car. So I do on the way to the school. What is that noise? Beeping noise. My milkshake bring the boys to the yard.
My slime has a hole. I don't know where to put it pieces. Haha. It wasn't missing the whole time. I was on the side the whole time.
You got olive oil? Yeah. Good deal?
Yeah.
How much? Really? And the good quality?
Yeah. If it's not olive oil, it's the oil is smell bad.
So throw it. Don't use it. Throw it.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it. Yeah.
Or use it for the plane, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah?
You
No.
put it in the plane, Maria.
No, they'll die. You want them to die? No. So that's what throw.
Ay, ay, ay.
I'm gonna add it.
Later alligator.
Okay, bring this because I have groceries. Okay.
So mine is not stuff in yours is groceries.
20 years for providing material support to ISIS, a foreign terror organization. And the judge decided in this instance to give him a quote-unquote second chance. That second chance gave this guy the opportunity to go in and shoot Lieutenant Colonel Shah, a guy who had served multiple deployments overseas in Iraq and
What's your
Afghanistan.
problem? It's my business. It's not your business.
We just haven't learned our lesson.
Leave my
In this
business
instance,
Don't look at my
thank goodness
knife.
that
Seriously?
Anyways, I want it all.
It's my business. She's always shushing my business. What's her problem?
By letting him out.
He did, John. In this instance, you know, and here's the concern, and I know it's why you guys are having me on to talk about what kind of threats we're facing right now. Well, ever since October 7th of 2023, and certainly since the war began in Iran, that Israel and the United States has undertaken to take out the regime over there, these type of threats are popping up. And why is this? Well, for terrorist organizations, attention and propaganda are the coin of the realm. So ISIS has ceded the high ground, the fact that they were getting a ton of oxygen in the media, and they don't like the fact that Hezbollah and Hamas have been front and center, and so you are probably going to see more of these type of ISIS-inspired or ISIS-directed attacks like we've seen across this past month. 4 times. 3 of the attacks involved naturalized U.S. citizens, and one of the attacks that happened very close to where you guys are down in New York City were 2 kids whose parents were naturalized citizens that threw the improvised explosive device at Gracie Mansion.
Well, some of these people were getting citizenship papers the same way some of these drivers were getting, what do you call it?
The commercial driver's licenses.
Commercial driver's licenses.
Right.
Something is wrong. They used to say something's rotten in Denmark. Well, something is rotten here.
And you know what, James, too? How come, and here's a question. I'm looking at Judge Weinberg and saying, how come this guy, first of all, you tell me you let a guy out on good behavior who has already pled guilty to terrorism? That's ludicrous. Then he still maintains his naturalized citizenship.
And he murders the lieutenant colonel.
And he murders the lieutenant, and he would have murdered more
under federal
had they not
law,
stopped him.
As the Mayor Galliano knows, the fact is you can take away naturalized citizenship
at any time for grounds such as this.
So I would think planning to commit a terrorist act against America.
I am glad the ROTC students stabbed them to death, and they did their job.
Thank God. And by the way, he also bought a gun. I just found out, James, a couple minutes ago, they arrested the guy who sold him the gun, because not only is he an ex-con, he's obviously someone who pled guilty to murder, to planning a huge terrorist plot. I mean, all of these reasons should have legally said you can't sell the guy a gun. So I'm glad they went after the gun seller there.
Yeah, and Rita, first of all, I am ecstatic that I finally got a chance to interact with the judge again. The last time I joined you guys, I feel like I got cheated out of the opportunity. So it's good to hear this.
You know why you like him? Because he calls you mayor. That's why.
Not just mayor, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor.
Trust me, he's been a judge longer than I was a mayor, and he's much more distinguished. But to his point, what's really difficult here, guys, is this fact that to denaturalize somebody, it takes almost an act of Congress. And I'm not being hyperbolic. You can be denaturalized if you commit fraud on your application, but to the